go. We're talking.
Dude, the surrender emote is crazy.
Let's pull up some patch notes.
The fact that it keeps going too is like my favorite thing.
I love it so much. And then since we started with the positive, I can start with the complaint.
Oh yeah, okay. Let's start.
I'm level 7 on KP, but I haven't gotten the Vi points from the level 6 reward.
Oh, you're gonna get them.
Okay, nice, good.
Oh.
That's the only thing.
Yeah. It is all retroactive, so you will get them.
Because I still need the last chroma on Void.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Also, I'm shocked you don't already have it, but yeah, that's...
I have 2 of them.
Let's remedy that. Yeah, let's remedy that.
You spend money on this game, dude?
I've only bought the big support pack.
No skin Nidhogg, dude.
Don't you know?
I'm actually the supporter pack is really good value because I only bought the biggest supporter pack and I haven't bought anything else.
Nice. That's good. And you use all this stuff. I got a question from the chat first before we get into the patch notes.
Let's do it.
I love this game, but I was playing. Also, first, Lab says, "Tell Jess she looks pretty in her thumbnail."
Thanks, man. Yeah. Wow, that's so nice of you.
And also, happy birthday again.
Thanks. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
I was playing. So
finally, I can't even deny it.
I love this game, but I was playing earlier and I queued into the highest rank as Gold 2 player. Was that supposed to happen? I got destroyed.
I mean, it's possible that his MMR is cracked. Also, that has been happening to some people where it's they actually climb really high because they're way better than average.
Maybe you're just good, bro. One thing I'll say on that is the fucking high elo players have to get a queue at some point, so sometimes you just kind of get one thrown into you.
That's true too. Yeah, during troughs, it'll get more relaxed also.
Yeah, happens.
Yeah.
But sure. Let's talk about the new stuff. We actually tested this one. We can say that, I assume.
Finally we can say it. It's changed though since you've tested it.
Okay. But the general idea behind it is you can respawn without a respawn beacon. Basically, if you die, as long as your teammates are alive, you will respawn on your teammate's fucking head. You'll just, you'll just fall down from them after a little delay. And I believe it can be stopped if you hit someone, their timer goes back up or something. Is that correct?
I would need to double check on the interruption rule.
Right, because that's what I noticed during the focus test. The minutia aside, I think this was actually a really cool way to keep the players that are getting stomped in the game so that they can have more reps and fight again. Which is funny because there's a note on that. But 2, the competitive players, they get to kill more. So the higher level players get to kill you more, which is kind of fun. Which brings me back to the note. It's if you're an intelligent noob, you'll recognize that you're actually just being farmed. But hopefully the noob players at least look at it in terms of oh, nice, I get to play more. When in reality,
at least get more reps.
Yeah. In reality, if you recognize my name, for example, or if you recognize some of the high elo names, this is one of the original things that I tried to champion for, which is our existence is kind of unfortunate and we should be sequestered from the noobs, because if anyone recognizes our name and sees us in lobby, they know basically for a fact that they're going to lose. If you saw a 4-stack, for example, it's a lot easier to kill me if I'm solo, right? But my take on it is just that it's probably just a lot better for both sides. Obviously with there's some issues if someone's an intelligent human being and recognizes, oh, I'm just going to get farmed.
So what's your opinion on it? Since you've tested it, Nidhogg? I wasn't able to be in the focus group, so I haven't tested it. So my opinion lies from just what I've heard and what I'm reading from it. But what do you do you think this will be a positive or a good change?
I think it was good, dude. We just kept fighting. We sat around the heart. It was 9 teams. Basically no teams died in the first 2 days. It was impossible to die. Because because okay, we had 80 people. It was like 78 or something, and the high elo lobby
like went for the whole time too.
Yeah. The high elo lobby. No team lost ever in the first. Like it was you had to like intentionally kill yourself if you wanted to die. Because if you're just even like a little bit cognizant, like you have some hands, you just like run away and then wait 20 seconds and you're good. And your teammate comes up and then your whole team. Like, so it was actually really fun for me. I left some feedback saying I think it makes it more chaotic, but I like that. But I thought about it and I'm like, I think maybe new players might be like too overwhelmed if it's 9 teams fighting, 10 teams fighting, and non-stop respawning. But that's an opt-in system, right? Like you can just go like away like, if you need to, right? You could just run away if you don't want, like, but because every high-low team, like they fight, they die, one guy respawns 3, and then you go in as 4 again, and you're like, fuck it, let's just go again, because we know we can respawn worst case. But that's like high elo players. New players, they might just be like, yo, fuck this shit, man, get out. So
I mean, they would be waiting for people to like res for a while, and so that was like a common thing that got called out. So
yeah.
I think like thinking about that, and then also thinking about the like, I think a lot of people gave good feedback around the rules being on for the entire session meant that endgame got pretty clowny.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, the endgame, no good. No. I think wait, I swear to God, I played in a way where like after night 2, everyone respawns, but that's it. Like no more like endgame respawning. You had to like do beacons.
It would go until endgame.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But like,
And then this version
hard
will go until end of day, night 1.
End of night 1, yeah. So like, once people have ultis, like your ulti matters. Like, I think that's good. I think it's really, really good. I love day 1 fighting. I talked to you last night about how like I need that like that I'm like the junkie. I need to fight. I need to just always fight. Right? It makes for better clips too. You know what I mean? Like you're just fighting 12 people, dude. Like I'm down. Like I'm gonna duel all 12 people. Like let's go. Like if it means more fighting, means more combat reps, I think it's good for the entire player base. And if it means that noob teams can run away and not die, also good. I think high-low players can't really abuse this because you would necessarily have to die in order to get value out of it, and you're giving another team extra value for that. While you're not really gaining value, you're just neutralizing. It's something you can kind of abuse if you want to send in one high-low player to like go get 2 knocks and like intentionally step on a wisp and kill them, knowing that you're gonna res, so you go neutral. But I can't really see a way to abuse it other than in a way that other players wouldn't be able to abuse in this exact same way, right?
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, interesting. So my first initial reaction, because like I haven't been able to test it at all. I'll come in with like blind. I was trying to queue up like before air, but like was a little bit slow and I was busy looking at the skins. But like looking at it, one thing that I'm thinking of like in the current state is that I'm a little bit afraid of teams like new teams, like for example, since we have the higher teams and lower teams in same mobs, that they will feel like they get hunted more. Because before you'd be fine with like, oh, I got a couple of kills for the kill points, so you get a ranked system, and hunted. So now that you kind of need to finish the team to be able to get value, same like kind of combining it with the rank changes, that people might feel like they're hunted even more. So it's not like, oh, we're happy with fighting. Because I come from the perspective of like the competitive. Like I love brawling, so I was thinking like, could this be cool if you have it separated in like a normal mode and a ranked mode? Because I want to always try to play how I can win the most out of it. And if I'm supposed to win the most with this kind of change, then I'm thinking, okay, I need to hunt people more. I can't be happy with getting picks here and there. And then since the matchmaking is that is, I'm like worse teams might feel worse because they'll just get
I don't think it would incentivize hunting more. You're arguing that in order to get value out of killing a team, you have to like full finish them as compared to before, where you could pick off 3 and you can kind of be certain that like, okay, they're out of the game for a bit, they have to go to one of these named locations, right? Like a beacon. You're saying that because they can get the free res, you have to hunt them. And I would think the opposite almost, where I'd say you're less incentivized to hunt them because it's very easy as the person who got like let's say you're the last on a team, right? You probably already know that your fight's losing, and so you're going to be exiting early, and so you have the advantage of knowing when you're going to exit and where you're going to exit right away. Because of that, I would argue that the assuming equal skill, like both high level running away character, assuming you're not getting chased by like a brawl engine, I guess, you actually have even more of an advantage now, because now you're basically popping a most wanted on top of your own head, and then you'll jump the guy that's fighting you. I really doubt that people would make the call to hunt unless it was already viable. And if it was already viable, it would be no different compared to if there was Resurgence, and not compared to when there was no Resurgence, because you would already hunt them. Do you see what I mean? So I'm arguing that there's now a case for not hunting the last person alive, because there's the threat of the 20-second timer. Boom, they drop on your head. There's like now like an actual inherent risk.
There's a chance that there's a reversal.
Exactly. Compared to before, where if you hunted them, you knew for a fact that they were alone. You knew for a fact, right? They could not just immediately res their teammate. So I
agree and I disagree. The thing I disagree with is, or like I agree because you're talking about the sense if all the teams are on the same level, and I think that's where it can be really cool. But then on the opposite side, I think Resurgence will then be, for example, if all teams are like semi-equal, same strength, then I think people will not fight, because what will fighting really gain you, unless like, okay, you can combine it with Ascending Armor, so like you want to get that.
Right, that's important.
Also risk, because you also risk a lot more getting weaker if other teams get to stack it up.
I think I would disagree. I think fighting is more incentivized for semi-equal teams. Basically, you're talking about like more variance because of the additional things we'll talk about here. Ascending Armor is one of them, but the PvP key, just to skip ahead, spoiler, the red keys spawn less, which doesn't mean that you fight less. It actually means you fight more. You have more reason to actually go and pick off the Resurgence team, because they're gonna respawn with like shitty armor and like nothing, right? Like, yes, they can drop on your head, but I'd argue that this is strictly like incentivizing more fighting, because in order to get that power, in order to get the exotic, like you need to kill, like if you need to kill like 3-4 people for a key before, you need to kill like 7-8. Like you might as well run at teams, even though you know that they're going to respawn, so that you can get that, and you also break the XP cap, because there's my argument for this is that there's no alternative. Not only is there no alternative, because like farming creeps, so yes, it gets you like items and stuff, sure, and it's like less variance. You have way too many incentives now with the Ascending Armor and with getting your level 5, because you know how like the vaults got changed to like you either play for tome plus vault, or you play for like the vault quest plus kill someone, right? Like you need to get your 5, because if you can get your 5 before night 1 finishes, like you just go and hunt everyone, dude. Like and then the exotics being more rare. I think a combination of all these things. I genuinely think if you're like a semi-equal lobby, like you want that advantage. Right? If you're not just like complete monster players, like you probably want those advantages over others if there's like no variance. That's what I would imagine. That's what I would do if I recognized that I was like, oh shit, there's a better team out there. I need a fucking fight now. Like because they're just gonna naturally win over time.
Yeah, I can see that. That's why I'm glad we can have this kind of conversation, because like I haven't been able to test it, but it's good to like hear your opinion side of it as well. So we'll see how it actually feels.
Yeah.
But how does the like Ascending Armor work for you that have also tested out like the next?
Yeah, I like that.
Tied into this.
I love that.
How is it still the same? Like how quickly do you get to like green, blue, gold?
Well, I got that shit fast because I was just killing people all day. Right? But I'm looking at the numbers here, and I have a bit of an issue with it, because if you think about it, any character that can dish out damage easily and safely, for example, like Strike Poke or like Myth Poke with the recent buffs, they're naturally going to get these things. I would argue individual thresholds for different hunters might be a little bit better. There's maybe a bit of a way to cheat the system. For example, damage on Wisp, if that happens, I don't think it does, but or like throw like a bird bomb at a Wisp or something, or just like literally keeping someone alive for like like another teammate to hit a threshold. I'm not even kidding. I'm trying to think of different ways, and honestly, I can't find that many.
You see the threshold? Is there like
it's on the right
bar?
Yeah,
you see like
it's a percentage
bar. Okay,
it's a not a progression bar, it's a number, it's a percentage on your right, so you'll be like between 1 to 100%. So I'll be like 70% of the way, and be like, okay, I just need to hit more. I didn't look at it because I'm like, I'm just gonna hit. It doesn't make any difference if I know I'm close, I guess, unless like I want to pop it mid-fight. I like the idea of it. For the fine-tuning, I can't really find any holes to poke, I guess, but I would say the only thing I can think of right now is that some hunters are just not going to hit 20k damage to begin with, like if you're Zapha Luna. So maybe you know what you do is you get your red armor and you drop it for them, and then you try to get another one. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's obviously
that
not
could
the
also
only
be
way.
a thing. Yeah,
it's not the only way.
But also, those are also the hunters that don't really need the armor as much as the others. But it kind of makes sense.
Right. But like, think about it from like a Zeph solo queue perspective. You're thinking like, yo, why am I playing Zeph? Like, let me go like solo carry and shit. I'd rather we incentivize more like team play. That's why I appreciate that assisting knocks on enemy hunters helps. But I think another issue I would call O2 is like, if you are a monster player, you might snowball way too hard. Like, imagine someone's like full teched with like 10 extra power shards and like red armor, level 9 with blink, rewind, and you know his name's Lemur or something, and runs at you. It's like, okay, like imagine having to deal with that in solo queue. Might be a little bit like for me, I'd be like, nice, I get a challenge. But I think for others, it might be like, yo, what the fuck? What do we do? So
actually, funny question on the colors here, or like the tiers that I got earlier today. Safelocked, why is there no purple armor?
Yeah, actually.
Okay. So originally we talked about, there might be in the future. I'll just say that. I mean, like I think we've had it. We've tested it. We took it out. We put it back in. Like, I think the original, like, there were percentages that we had mapped to colors, and because of that, purple didn't exist for a while. But at some point, we'll probably readjust. The other thing too is like, I don't know, player psychology. Like gold and red, just like it hits different, man. You know, so like using the
jumping from blue to gold,
the better, more appreciable colors, just ended up being like nice.
We could think of
just like cleared up like, oh, this is a hot drop thing, you know,
like,
so
that makes sense. Yeah, purple is like, oh, it's nice. Purple's existence would make blue feel like it's not as worth. Yeah,
I could see that too. Yeah.
Testing it, I think overall ascending armor, I love it. I actually pitched this a long time ago because it's an Apex thing as well. Way back, I remember the only fucking thing I agreed with Chips on was we needed like we needed to do damage and get armor.
The only thing. Yes, the only thing. Yes. Wait, was what?
Like you just like you fight people and you get better armor, right?
Oh yeah.
Because like it's like a skilled player mechanic where you just it kind of reminds me of Siphon from Fortnite, where like I didn't have to like go and find heals because I could just kill people to heal. I'm like, nice, I like it. But you might not like it if you're the one getting dunked on, knowing that like there's a bigger target on your back. Like I was already gonna kill you, but like now I really want to, right? This sort of thing. I think we'd have to see it. If I see teams with full red armor, it can be a little bit frustrating because I'm like, dude, what fucking noob team like fed them? Because there's a bit of a way to abuse it where like you like kill 3 and then you like it's like throwing the fish back in, you know, let them spawn, right? Like
then you're not getting the ranked points if you're letting them live. So
I mean that's fine. Fuck the rank points. Who cares? Because I want my clip, you know, or like scrims. I don't give a shit. Like you kill like 2 or 3 and then you hunt them. Like you wait. You intentionally wait. Maybe put an oath shield in their face and like, yo, respawn your buddy like on purpose. Like I might as well jump off at that point if I'm being farmed. You got to try to like save them from jumping off, like Kingpin hook them back, like, and then they spawn again, and then you do more damage. So I'm thinking maybe you do like unique damage, like you can't get more than 3,000 damage points for your armor per person, maybe, or maybe there's like a cooldown. Do you know what I mean? Like I understand that might be technically hard to do, but I think limiting ways in which you can farm people, intentionally farm them, is probably going to be a really important Not just for competitive, but even for like solo queue, it could be like pretty OP to just keep one team in a corner and just and also makes them feel like shit, right? So disincentivizing farming noobs would probably be one of the best things to do. Less power shards, less chances of red keys if you kill the same person in the same X amount of time. That sort of stuff, I would say.
Yeah, okay. When you mentioned the red key thing, I have a question about like the spawn rate thing, because like now it spawns less. Is also like the percentage chance of getting a red key less, or is it just like the chest spawn thing that is less, or is it both?
I think it's both.
Red key
lower chance. Lower chance of red key, and they said less chest overall. Yeah, but like I mean, we're still gonna do it, but like there's less reason to. Yeah. So I'll argue for both sides here. I'm talking about what you should do. I think what you should do, like what's optimal as a player on this patch. But I also think that, like, unfortunately, the fact that that is an optimal strategy is not a good thing for the game, or for new players, I would say. Getting a question from chat here. Retry just said it's probably not worth going for red armor though, as it's the same damage reduction as orange and costs double to repair. That might just be a bug. Is it supposed to be the same damage reduction?
Same damage reduction. It should not be the same damage.
It might just be a tooltip issue. Like red should theoretically tank more.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, Forge just went up in value.
True.
Hacking love the Forge.
Yeah.
Me messaging right now, double checking.
Yeah, get Kevin to turn it on right now. Yeah. Red was 35% in focus group. Yeah, wow, 35% is kind of wow. Good. Dude, of course I got the high-low players immediately coming in, fucking talking.
They got the takes. Of course, they know. They know.
Yeah. I want like the noobs asking, you know, like what's
for
this?
Sure.
Any noobs with questions? No. But then people, when you say it like that, like, but I'm not a noob, like even though they are, but they're afraid to ask a question.
New players, man.
Right. It will be interesting seeing the Scrim meta. It's funny because everyone assumes that they know what is good, but they can never back up their thoughts. I can always justify what I say, and I always couple that with like actually testing and actually seeing and trying to argue against what I believe to see if it's bulletproof. But it is going to be really funny hearing thoughts of like a lot of. I think the Supervive community in particular is really. They're like Sith, they deal in absolutes all the time. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, this is great. This is bad. Like, I tried to argue both sides, and then go test it so I can actually dial in on the answer. But it'd be fucking funny hearing everyone else's. So what do you think about Ascending Armor, having not played with it, just based on looking at it?
I think it's interesting. I think I like the idea of it. I also thought about it before, like it would be cool to incentivize PvP in that way. The reason why I kind of let go of the like wanting the Ascending Armor is because I already felt like PvP was a really strong option with, for example, like the PvP chess being like mega broken, everybody playing for that.
Right.
Now with the like PvP chess getting less chance, but like it's still being so strong, I still feel like PvP will have like an overarching feeling of being just the best thing to do. So I'm afraid of like, because we talked like earlier, like in Alpha, talked about the balance between the PvP route and the PvE route feeling like both good options. But like PvP in this case looks like so far to be the best option overall, because then you will always lead into the PvE. So for example, like but you can play for Night 1 boss or for the soul bosses, etc. But if you have a PvP route, you'll be stacking up your armor, you'll be getting the exotics, and then already being stronger than the people that chose the PvE route.
Oh, I want to say some upcoming stuff too.
Okay,
keep going. It's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
Like, I don't mind it. I'm just afraid of PvP then getting too big of a best route, if that makes sense. Like, if you talk about the aspect of neutralizing PvP versus PvE. So is that like is the hint safe locked from the video where we saw, was it grasslands with like a big mech dude or something like in the middle there?
There's so that is referring to, we're going to be doing some map updates. So I know that's been like highly requested, is like and that's something different where like we're gonna be expanding the map, we're gonna change the map, we're gonna like do crazy stuff like that. But the thing I was actually thinking about when you were talking was the PvP versus PvE track stuff. We are currently looking at the other track and seeing, okay, what do we want to do? There's actually a change that we're going to be testing probably tomorrow internally that I'm really excited about. That would change that flavor. Like it wouldn't take away the stuff that we just put in for PvP, but it would make the PvE side more compelling.
So,
I
love to hear that.
So I think
do you guys need another tester or
So I want to talk like literally. So I was talking to you guys, I think, about like catching up as like a community or like with a smaller group of people, and like doing the veteran test or doing something like that where we can like try some of the changes early on and then like even just talk instead of just like filling out the form and like leaving. So I mean, probably, right? Like we should get that on the books and make sure you guys take a look. Yeah, I think it'd be super dope.
On the note of PvP versus PvE, there are two dimensions here. One of them being whether or not it's compelling being defined as like interesting to do or like fun. I guess that's kind of like a broad definition, I guess. And then the second part is whether it's like optimal or like value, I would say, being defined as kind of like the expected value of this action. So for example, ideally both PvE and PvP are fun to do and give you good value. Now, expected value is it's going to be based off of how strong the other thing is. So you can't like evaluate PvP and like how good PvP is without thinking about how good PvE is. And my stance on this is always going to be PvP should always be more valuable than PvE. But like that'll come from a certain place. So this is what it's going to look like. It's kind of like there's more risk, but the reward is higher. And the PvE is obviously going to be a lot less variance. You know where the camps are, right? The camps won't kill you, ideally, right? And so there has to be that like perfect EV where it's like it's just risky enough and worth that. Like you probably want to do that like over PvE. Like I drop a camp and go fight someone because and I think we should lean towards that, because if you have PvE be so compelling and valuable to the point where they go, yo, let's not fight that team, let's actually just do this biome leader instead, and then let's do the next biome leader and then the next one and then keep farming until like end game. If you ever get to a point like that, if that becomes optimal, it's almost bound to be frustrating. So I'm hoping when you guys are talking about PvE changes, it's more about making it more fun as opposed to making it more valuable.
It's going to be sort of. I think it's like we're thinking about the strategic value of objectives right now, as well. I'll frame it, and making that more interesting to think about and how you can get advantages through those objectives. And so I think like PvE is almost the wrong term, or it might be like too narrow of a term to use for like what we would change, like what we're talking about changing.
We should distinguish between farming camps versus doing objectives. Bosses are fucking
there's like
great.
Like out of combat stuff. There's like a ton of decisions and macro that you can do that we have not yet. Like we've done like a bunch of passes, but we haven't done a pass in a while on that part of the session, especially early game.
Right.
And I think this latest change is like going to inject value for sure, but I think the way you can think about those things are going to be more interesting.
We'll see. Yeah. As long as it's not just like free fucking value for like anyone.
I think it's just going to make you think differently about how how you think about objectives.
We got some of that. We got some of that like dodgy language. Okay.
I'm trying to guess.
I
keep it clear. Well,
it'll make you think. It'll be interesting. You know, it's like, okay.
Well, I want to open it more, like expand it from PvE. Like I think that is worth saying out loud. Is like it's not just about farming. It's about how you think about farming and how you think about objectives. That
I'm trying to reverse engineer that, and I'm like, what are we doing?
Spend a couple days thinking about that one.
Scuttle crab?
I do have an update on the red armor value.
Right.
So just to confirm, it is the same percentage damage reduction, but
it looks
500 more durability.
Oh, wait, that's totally fine. Wait, that's actually so fine. Yeah, that's
it's
good.
Like pretty significant.
That's good.
Kyle was just mentioning
that's good. So we don't even think about red. We think about what the gold threshold is what's important, as opposed to the red from now on. Yeah, because you don't even want to think about. You want to think about how fast or how easily can you get to basically doing the exact same drop as another. So let me explain it like this. If a team drops on like 2 gold armors, and you can basically get the value of that drop by just killing another team, and you get the value of killing another team, it depends on how quick you do that, right? Like that's what I would think about instead of red. Fuck red. Like red's just like a luxury. That's like a YouTuber, like a
YouTuber.
Yeah, like a. It's like go make a video. Like I got a red in like 2 seconds. Yeah, we don't care about that. We care about blue and we care about gold. Those are the numbers that I think are important. But
I'm gonna wait for that video.
Yeah, but I do have a question from the chat. Do you think a system of allowing an option to upgrade armors would be good? Almost like the item system. As soon as you collect enough damage, you get an upgrade symbol. So he's basically talking about an opt-in. Instead of like automatic upgrade, you just opt into choosing when to upgrade, and the value of it. Right, you're not even thinking as deeply here. You're thinking about like you can repair your cheap armors and not upgrade it to more rare armors. What I would say is no. I don't think that should ever do this, because if you have the ability to opt in, what I would do is I would intentionally make myself look weak with Grace, and then my whole team would do that.
And then just slam that shit.
And then the moment the team comes at us, just immediately level up to gold and then fight them. You know what I mean? So
it would be bait. It would be huge bait for sure.
Upgrading to red is basically griefing yourself for a lot of things. I don't think so. In terms of the repair cost, sure, but you could argue that like getting the red armor, that durability allows you to stay in the fight longer. So it means that on the higher skill end, you're going to get more value out of it. If you're just a noob and you get fucking hit by like stuff all the time, like you should just be dropping your armor before you get hit by a ghost shot, right? For example, like if it's like poke. But people are not at a level where like they can manage their armor properly. So obviously, you're thinking, like, think about what it means to be in a position to have to spend 2,000 gold to repair your armor to begin with. You're getting value out of it, ideally. So it's unfun gameplay. Well, I mean, I'm just making a joke about dropping the armor. I'm talking about like you go use the armor though, right? Like, no, you weren't dropping armor because of that. No, you weren't. But you were dropping in Storm. You weren't dropping it on the spot to dodge a ghost shot. You weren't doing that. I'm talking about like in general the idea of like actually using the armor and going ahead.
A question about the armor safe locked. I wonder if you guys have talked about this. Have you talked about like the call it like it's like a toxic called like a tactic where if you know you're about to get killed, you could just drop your armor to break it. So if somebody picks it up, it's like just
that one people do.
Not
I definitely okay. Yeah. We have talked about that. I don't know how we want to adjust that. Do you guys have preferences on that?
I think it's like
it's so binary.
Value.
It's so binary.
It's just like a scuffy thing to do.
You just do it.
Like I just don't do it yet because I'm not used to it. I just don't think about it.
I don't bother.
Technically, I should be doing it, but like I just don't do it yet. I feel it's like just a weird thing that you can do. So I think it would be better that you just can't do it. It's just like, it's just you go out of your way to make the life worse for the enemy, but it's not like you gaining value from it. It's just like a little toxic thing to do.
Like, would you make it so that you can't drop?
Yeah,
well, you can.
Dropping powers I'm okay with, but don't.
So maybe you can't drop armor, but then you can request to like switch armor with like teammates.
I don't like menuing in those sorts of scenarios because that's in the context of you being a wisp, right?
Because it's hard. Like if you I guess maybe like just like when you're wisp, you can't drop your armor.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, not like a requesting while you're in like a wisp form.
Yeah.
Although I have made the call out to like, yo, before you actually die, like give me your fucking money. Like I'll ping a beacon. Like give me your money. But just to call out to the chat here, guys, I don't think you guys are understanding. If you're looking at this number, there's this idea of like gibbons. right? Like you don't just evaluate, oh, red is same durability, same damage reduction, this durability is higher, or whatever. If you are doing 20,000 points of damage to someone at any point in the game, I'm assuming you're killing multiple fucking teams to the point where I'd argue that you could probably afford these sorts of things, and you're like up in EXP, you have like powers, I'm assuming, because you've gotten 3-4 teams worth of powers to choose from. Like it's a case of like, you're not just red and you're equal people, ideally, right? And even if you were, great, now you're equal with them, right? Because I'm assuming they have red too. Like I don't understand this, where red, I don't think is a disadvantage. Like I said, it's just, there's so many givens. Are you like killing someone and taking their red off their body? Like, well, fuck yeah, dude, you just stop the team from getting a red, like, nice, and the armor repairs go to you anyway, right? Like I don't understand this sort of thing. I think the 2,000 is totally fine. I mean, yes, it might be painful if you don't have money and you're like, oh shit, I can't repair it. But even then, Jess, you said red is a higher durability, like flat number. For example, if gold was 1,000,
DR plus plus some durability,
an extra bar.
I got a good question here though. Does red nuke instantly give red armor if you hit it?
Oh shit! Does it count as damage? Yeah.
Do you know that, Sebla?
You should try it. You should try it.
Void ulti red nuke, like.
Guys, somebody test it.
Someone test this right now. Good. For science.
I don't think it's a disadvantage, but it would feel like the red is a one-time use. You get red, go into fight, and then have to drop it, as it's not worth having. I don't think so. I really don't think so. Damn, like if you use the entire red, like what the fuck? Like, are you eating all the damage in the world, or are you doing a lot of work? I don't understand this.
He's the front line.
I don't understand this.
Yeah. He just wants to help his teammates.
Good. It means you tanked something. Hopefully something worthwhile. Like, that's a good thing, actually.
Wait, I gotta drop into this. I have like a art catch up. Wait, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, good.
Yeah, we'll take over.
Because this is gonna be.
Yeah. It's interesting that this is the analysis that we're getting. It's like, you're thinking of all the ways in which it sucks for, and that's fine, but the problem is the ways in which it sucks is attached to its value. So
yeah,
like, you're not just kind of losing your armor for free, hopefully. And yes,
how much more does it cost to like fix red armor compared to
apparently
gold
it's
armor?
2k compared to 1k. 2k for
I guess like it would, like, because it's like you don't have the extra like what is it called?
You don't get extra damage reduction. I know.
Yeah, maybe but lower
you,
to like 1.5.
You get to stay in the fight way longer than if you didn't, right? And like, you have to think about the worst case, which is you somehow get into a fight and you get no value out of it. No value being defined as like, you don't get a kill or something, but you got the chance to get the kill and you could stay longer in the fight. You could actually just go. So if you're like a brawl, for example, and you're actually just brawling out, you're doing like 4 or 5 rotations to your abilities, and you still have armor at the end of it compared to a gold player, like, that's just way better. Like, when are you ever backing out to do the bonfire without it just necessarily being the case that you fucked up a fight? It's like to me, I think that's just like, you didn't just use it, like, just use your armor, like you use it properly. Like, when you back out, like you like pop a heal or something, and then go right the fuck back in, because you still have your armor on. Like, I just like, I'd rather have the red armor. I really would. You think 2k is too much? Maybe 1.5k. I mean,
I was thinking of saying, like, I'm thinking 1.5 maybe like would be better.
Right. I mean, if you're like a beast, right? Like, apparently Emergence team was just up to date on every small detail. I didn't see it, but I'm like, okay, I guess, like, you know, I didn't see any team doing this shit, like dropping random, things if they need, even like the Storm, for example, dropping the armor and stuff. Like sure, it might be unfun, sure, even though it's optimal. I'm not saying that that's like the best argument for red armor. I'm just saying that, like, there are things that you can do to avoid freely losing 2,000 gold, and also you just get value by default. I don't think the drop. Yeah, I agree. If everyone says dropping is unfun, it's like, yeah, I can see it, But
yeah, I mean, we could make it not droppable. I mean, this
armor not droppable was interesting. Like, not
I think like just a wisp, like when you're wisp, like maybe just not being able to
when
do
you're
it.
Wisp specifically.
Yeah, because like I think if you like if you want to be super detailed, like I'm just about to die, I'll like do like okay, you get the extra for doing that, but it's just like doing it wisp is just like a little toxic move.
Can you nuke a teammate to get instant red? No. I'm just gonna go with no. I'm assuming. Hey, stand still. Hey.
Stand still.
Have you guys talked about avoiding armor evolution until day 2? Yeah, I can see gating, but the problem is it might be a bit confusing as to like, when do I start accruing points? You can maybe do an announcement like end of night 1. You could say like you already have an announcer saying like all teams can die, like that, that kind of shit or whatever. Like armors can be upgraded. Like I think we always have to. It's so funny. You have to sort for like the worst of us. You have to make sure the worst of us understand,
But like, it's an interesting thought, like just to tackle onto it. Like, what about, as you say, like, okay, at night 1 it gets announced, now you can start upgrading your armor if you fight. It's the same, like everything kind of starts at night 1. Night 1 boss spawns, your armor can now starts to be upgraded. Like maybe like a third thing, like I don't know, I'm just like thinking out of my ass right now, but it sounds cool, kind of like at night 1 things start. Like day 1 is kind of like a prep phase. You're like dropping, trying to play for vaults, whatever. And then night 1, shits break loose kind of thing. Like the feeling about it.
Yeah,
it's almost
cool.
like it's your mid game. Evo armor becomes your mid game.
Because day 2 can be pretty boring for some, right? If it's only like up to level 6 and you're just chilling, you're waiting for meteor souls to spawn.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
because it sounds cool. Yeah, like it just starts like now.
Armor Evo unlocked. Good. Yeah, that's a cool 3. Yeah, that's really good from Kerr there. But
maybe that also like sorry, I think it also might help with people, like what do you do in a BR, like for the new people that feel confused about what am I supposed to do, and then if you have like a very clear thing, like night 1 you kind of understand that everything starts, like day 1 is like a prep phase, you kind of drop, you kind of get your shit, and then you see that wait, there's a lot of things happening in night 1, like a clear direction, armor spawns, night 1 boss, like for clarity's sake also maybe.
So I think you really have to understand like the value. Okay, you're thinking you're not actually paying 2,000 gold to repair your armor. What you're doing is you're paying the cost of getting value prior. You're saying you're taking a full fight and you're losing 2 to 3 plates in a fight. You have now gotten value. Okay, you have, and you also got armor repair. It's not exactly like crazy, Sure, it's nice, like you get a little bit back, and you get their gold, and but you also just killed a team. That means you went up in placement and up in kills. So you already got value. Now you are paying the money after you've gotten the value. You're not paying value to like recover something. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of people will think of it backwards. Like you have to recognize that you just got value already. You just disagree. You think it's okay. If you think it's too expensive, that's fine. but if you understand my point, then I think that's it. Like that's my point.
I think that note too of like, let's see how it plays out, and like over time, if it feels like it's like too expensive game to game.
Yeah,
like,
I think it's pretty expensive. I think 1.5K would be
so
good.
Like,
But I don't think they're understanding that having an increased durability, which means that the only function of staying in the fight is now healing as opposed to repairing armor because you have longer durability. I don't think these guys understand this. Gone in the value with a lower value. No. You're thinking the money still. You're still thinking of the money. It's like no, dude, no. Like you easiest way to demonstrate 4 gold, 4 red, same DR. But if you're skilled enough to the point where you don't ever die and you can continuously go in with heals or backing out and just healing is the only function of like staying in a fight now as opposed to repairing armor, because you don't have to worry about your durability relative to them, assuming you do the same amount of damage, right? Just assuming we control for all of that shit. The only thing different, the durability. If you play with that in mind, you'll realize like, oh fuck, like you'll get that last swing, right? Not even the last thing, I'm assuming an extra bar, and an extra bar is not a joke, right? Like you're just gonna win. Like you will win against that endgame team. You want 4 reds, right? Obviously, getting to that point is, it's going to be like, but again, the givens, 20k points to get a red, like that's, dude, you're already winning. So this is important.
I think even being at that point probably demonstrates that you have acquired tempo in that.
Yeah,
in that game,
I already got
most
value.
likely.
It's like, hey, we'll give you we'll give you 5 points if you get to mastery 6 on KP. It's like, dude, you're probably really good at KP now. Like, there are a lot of givens when it comes to like hitting a mark or like a target. There's already something. It presupposes something. So, but yes, I do agree that 2K is probably a bit too much. But the issue is, if you make it too little, holy shit! Now the winners just
can be warping in a different way, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
give me the
question. See how it goes.
Question for green armor, or like for the armor structure here. Do you guys feel like, for you guys who have tested it, that this kind of invalidates quest and search for green armor because it's like very easy to get? Like, for example, the mega board, the drop quest for green armor, or supply drops. Do you still like those will still feel useful, or is it like, no, it's kind of easy to get green/blue armor?
I think for now it's good that there are like multiple places to get back to par. Is kind of how we talk about it. For like the player who's like either behind or like they're trying to get some level of progression. Like, it's good, but like yeah, I think over time we probably want to update those rewards a little bit. And we talked about actually adding quests with like different objectives and different rewards too. So like that is like the ones we have right now. Like, I would not assume that those are going to be the ones that stick around forever. Like, I think we'll probably, like, even these rules, like they came in with us understanding like how the live environment is like evolving. And so like any system that's kind of like downstream of that will have to get up. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna it should evolve with.
It'd be funny, yeah. The different quests,
some of the rules that we add. So yeah.
Because I think quests are a really, really good addition to the game. It at least like keeps people engaged. Like at a meta game kind of level, it's like it's good in the sense that it keeps the player engaged.
It's also helping people like guide to like the right
do this shit
for the first time, especially. Totally.
It better not be like hide in the bush for a minute and then and then gain ghillie suit. Like, that'd be funny. But I like quests for sure. For the point about green armor, Tom, 2k points for green kind of invalidates some of the things for sure. I think one thing that needs to be clear with the quest is the hyper scrap. You get like your items from hyper scrap. I always thought farm creeps was pretty shit, and they give it a hyper vibe now, but it gives a hyper scrap, and it's like, oh, it's kind of nice. Like, you're already farming 12 creeps, so probably about 3 camps, right? 4 to a camp.
It's actually kind of juiced, yeah.
And so then you can get your blues pretty fast. So it's like, if you're already going to go for the blues, you might as well do the farm creeps, such that you can get the blue plus an extra hyper scrap, so you get a green on your second thing. These sorts of things are nice, but you're right about the mega board. Like, if you're implying that, it's probably gonna get phased out because it takes fucking too long. You could probably, I mean, obviously less risk, but 2k points for a green, you just kill like one person, right? 1 or 2 people at most. Assist count too, so it's like, I think maybe mega board should probably. I think this is kind of cool, where like if you pop quests reactively, as in if mega board not only gave green but also gave armor repairs. It would be nice if you already had a gold or something. It's like, I don't want this fucking green. So you can kill the mega board. It's a mega board. It's a tank, and so maybe thematically.
And that's like in line with like updating the rewards to reflect the new.
Yeah,
stuff
we should do that so Cyno doesn't complain about losing his money, right? So we get armor repair, and he gets his red, and he gets his fucking, full repair my red. Let's go, baby. Red's good. You know what I mean? So Cyno is happy now. He's gonna have his pizza party. Let's go. So, that'd be good.
I'm writing that down right now. I think that's sick.
Yeah, I like that. When we on the quest, like, how about, because right now with the wipe thing, it is gold, right? How do you feel like it would be too OP if it was like a red key for wiping a squad if you do the quest? Because right now it feels like the PvP options are more like, okay, you do it secondary to kind of just finish all the objectives, get the vault, get the farm,
now guaranteed PvP keys are like.
I like that though. Like, I like that because you have to do the brawlers first, and then you have to do the team wipe, and like no one's gonna let you do that.
Because that's one of the things I talked about earlier. It still feels bad about how random the PvP keys are. Where okay, like you can get like, oh, I can get a lucky fight, I can get 2 keys, or like 1 key, but like, oh, we wiped 2 squads, we still didn't get a key. But like here, you can at least get the 1 guaranteed.
Right. I think you can go even a step further and say, like, if the red key is such an important objective, the moment you hold it, you're marked on the map, your general location, just a nice little radius. And so if they see where you're moving, they can try to meet you there, right? Like there's gonna be
that's actually so cool.
What did you say?
So only when you activate it, like not you holding it, but like every time you activate it, like it's like a mini blink. Wait, that would actually be so cool.
Oh, like if you get tracked revealed on the map.
Most wanted, yeah.
Actually, I love
that's actually kind of dope.
Because like if you want to make it guaranteed, then have other people contest you. Like, let's go hunt that bitch. You know,
that's
like he's gonna get an exotic. I want to stop him, right? Because you can hear it, but stopping them is
that's kind of juicy.
Because that also creates a new objective. Like, even if you don't have a PvP key, if you found the chest, maybe somebody's gonna play for this chest.
Maybe they sit in the bush. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit! They made like buffed Americans. Fuck.
Buffed Americans do this. I would prefer PvP keys to be deterministic so they can get gutted and finally nerfed. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, I think it's cool to do a trade-off. I mean, if we make it deterministic, let's say 10 kills guarantees a key, but you become marked, right? Like, it's like, do I want that? Like, I might drop that, actually. You know, you could try to send one guy off, but if you send one guy to go for the key, like, they might just kill him and then take his key.
Yeah, so like, you can't just like send the guy on a mission because there's a risk. I actually love that idea. That's like one of my favorite ideas, like so far.
I like anything to do with like, I am the boss. Come kill me. You know, like let's
totally.
Yeah, Most Wanted, for example, is the inspiration for that. Like, you guys already have some sort of live tracking feature. Like, that's good. One of the things that Fortnite did, which I really loved, is once you got a medallion which buffed you, you just had a radius around you that everyone could see, like on the map. It's like, okay, he's here, like he's moving here.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Like, he's right there. You know, go kill him. And I would literally go to kill him, and then I'd find like 3 or 4 squads. And like, oh shit, let's fight. You know.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, you know that guy has a PvP key. I haven't been able to get a PvP key. Let me just try to kill this one guy because I know where he's, and then I can get the reward of taking his key. I think that's amazing.
I like that.
And then we put their name on it too. It's just
like, oh shit,
Hog's key.
Yeah, that's my key. Come get my key. Yeah. Yeah, it could give a glow. It could give any sort of anything. These sorts of mid-game objectives are interesting compared to like if you're smart about the game and you recognize, like, you saw like the teams dropped, like, okay, one team died, the team that killed them, you see the death box on the map if you're close by. You'll be like, you'll guess, right? You'll be like, okay, I don't know what level the opponents are, but I can guess. I don't know if they have exotic key, but I'll guess. And then all of a sudden, you know, later down the road, when it's like 5-6 teams, like, oh, that's the team that killed everyone. They clearly, it's like the Fate Rewinder and Blink. Like, okay, I get it. But now you at least have the option to stop them. There's a stopgap, and it's like you can actually actively seek them out ahead of time. Not just stop
creates
them,
more choices
too. Like, you can choose when to go. Like, you want to go like when they're close by, or you want to like stay at the thing, or you maybe hit UAV and you see everyone else going for them. Like, okay, all right, we're chill. Yeah,
I love that you're cooking with that one, dog.
Yeah. It's a good nerf to some of the Scrim meta going on right now. I heard Second and Mirror do not.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of red powers floating for sure.
Yeah, I mean, remember last night? Like, I had the double blink and I just started going turbo on people. Like,
oh my gosh, double blink
might not be fun for them. Like, I still want that. I want that chase trait, right? Like, Mort calls it chase trait when you get like your thing, and like, I like that term. Like, it's something to chase.
Having the dream is cool, but being able to like actually work for it, I think that's totally real.
Okay, so question to like keep the theme of the like red kid here, just to shoot. I got a question here about like how about like a radius for teams that have both souls? Like, say for example, like if you are strong enough to have both souls, you get like a small like pulsing like where they are the strongest team.
Yeah,
I think
like you don't get it for one, but like if you actually have both souls, you also take the risk of like, do you want to be like kind of revealed, like pulsing information?
I think that's cool because if you have 2 souls, you probably are very fucking strong. Unless it's like air soul, food soul, like okay, Lamau, right? Like run away. I think you could have it maybe be a little bit modular. Like certain souls are clearly more worth than others.
Yeah.
And so the radius could literally just be tinkered based on that. You know, like
I mean, would that disincentivize you from getting the second soul? Like you guys personally?
No.
It depends.
But,
it depends.
okay.
Like,
well,
I would actually
it
think
depends,
like, what soul
like,
is it? I think
right,
that would
right.
also
If it's like 30
create
soul,
more
you're like
choices.
maybe
in a scrim.
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, in the NA meta, I don't know what it is, but every fucking team avoids TLD. Every team avoids TLD as if TLD is gonna wipe them when they don't realize that like you won't get better if you don't play against better players, but you also are just letting them. It's like this Doom like cycle. It's like oh, I think TLD's better, so I'm not gonna fight them. So then TLD gets everything, and then when TLD fights them, they're like, oh, they beat us. They must be better, but they actually just had everything because everyone gave them. And then they go back to the cycle of oh, they must be better. It's like wait, just fight them, just like contest them. For once, just fucking in your life, contest TLD off a soul, right? Like my team, I'm the only one that yells at my team. We need a fucking fight right now. They're gonna get this, right? Like, and
if they do, it's like.
Everyone
so
thinks
like a real threat to you guys.
It's so crazy. Yeah, it's so crazy because like and so the way that relates to this conversation is if they get that sort of soul and it beacons them, good. Like people should recognize you need to kill the stronger team. Right now, I don't know why people are so compelled. It's like the how like the rich encourage the poor to fight each other. It's crazy. In the top 3 scenarios, TLD exists. It's gonna be my team. It's like we're okay, and then it's gonna be someone else's team, Omega Law Chipro, right? And it's like, who should we fight? Maybe we should have some class solidarity and fight the team with 4 golds and 7 exotics and 15 people on their team for some reason, right? They picked every hunter in the game all of a sudden. It's like, oh, actually, we should fight this team because we want 2nd place. Lamau, right? And then it's like, what?
Right.
So you should probably make the team with 2 souls beaconed out there.
And do you think that would actually? Do you think that would convince the 2 teams to actually like team up?
I think. No, actually, but
yeah,
I think
that's why I'm like wondering.
It would help me.
I would love to see that, but I'm like,
it would,
I don't know if that's enough.
Because if you're a team with shrapnel soul, damage soul, like you can 1v2, dude. You just hit them, like hit them, right, and like they're gonna splash each other too. Like so, I think yes, I would make the team with. I would just do everything to.
You would do it anyway, but it might not be enough to like actually change the dynamic that you're talking about.
Yeah.
But it would be directionally where you would want to go, at least, is what I'm hearing.
Lemur effect is people not even caring that he has spotlight on him and letting him get beacon off. Dude, Lemur has the benefit of being a really, really good player in this game, but not being the biggest streamer in this game. Because I'm the biggest streamer in this game, I swear to fucking God, it's not my ego. I swear to fucking God, they will dive me. They will do it, okay? Like, people will dive Lemur, but I don't think they'll dive them as much as me, because they want to fucking emo me, they want to clip me, bro. It's so crazy, dude. It's so crazy. It's so crazy to me, dude. He gets the benefit. He gets all the benefits of being a good player, dude, without as many of the detriments. It's like, dude, someone fight his fucking team, dude. I cannot believe how many NA teams are just like, I think we're gonna lose here, and like, yeah, okay, all right, just don't do anything, thank you. Like, we'll kill half their team, and like, okay, other teams will surely stop their reses, right? Like they do for us. No, Lama. It's sad. But yeah, that's just...
I feel like Lemur's just so good at the getaway. Also,
he is, yeah. I mean, he's playing Brawl in a lot of cases, and like he's exceptionally good with the movement. He's mastered that movement for sure. But there are a lot of cases where he gets away with some shit. I'm like, guys, wow. If it was my name, if it was not my name, I'm not getting away with that. Like, you know, they're hunting me down. Like, come on, right? But we can move on to ranked performance score, I guess.
You read,
on that note,
yeah, some interesting changes here, or more to like we're like half introducing what is going to be coming in January, I think, from how I understood it. So I have some thoughts on this as well. I think it's a little bit scared to like half introduce a system, especially with like the new testing, for example, with the armor and like the early reses and etc.
Understandable.
This is mainly me just being scared of people getting like hunter to kill, like kind of like looping back to what I talked about earlier, where yes, you're incentivized to finishing a team. So you're not really happy about like, getting a pick here to like my rank points. But since you need to finish the teams, and if they get revived, then you don't get the points unless you kill them again. So I'm afraid of in an environment where we're still like lacking players, we're trying to build up like the community. People will get shit stomped more than before because you need to finish the teams.
Yeah,
that's
I
like
see
one
this.
worry. And it's not capped, and that's like my only worry, because I'm very open to the system, and I think it sounds interesting with the changes to Anta and stuff like that is coming in January. The only concern I have is that it's uncapped, and that's why people will snowball a lot more earlier and try to stop it. But I think if you introduce like this halfway, but just put a cap on the kills, it will stop the snowball, and people will need to just like hard
So Tom,
jumping, and it will still introduce it in January.
Let me ask you a question here.
Yeah.
I need to see where your worry is at. What if we sorted for like all the player base issues, and like let's say we had like 200k player base concurrent, and that meant that like MMR was pretty, like every lobby was pretty fucking fair. As in there aren't like noob teams getting shit stomped. Would you have the same concern, or is it, or are you only having this concern because you know that high elo players will play against the casuals?
This is just a concern for like how it is now, and the reason why I'm saying it is because we're like half introducing the system. Because
Wait,
like if we had like
just to clarify, you're worried about the high elo players killing the noobs, not necessarily high elo players hunting the high elo players.
Yes. Like I'm thinking about like how it feels for the new players. Like that's what I'm worried about.
So,
like
so this comes back to this comes back to the player base issue.
But
I
just don't want the new players to feel like, I'm playing a ranked, like it's instantly lost.
But you'd be okay with this if all those issues were sorted for, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. It is a bit of a
we're like
weird
half introducing it. That's why I'm a little bit scared. Like it'll be like an awkward dead period.
It is a little bit weird.
Until we get like the full revamp in January.
Yeah.
I
think like it's also awkward though too if we had the resurgence rules and then had like people farming kills that and then getting like ranked points with every like with the increased reses too. So I think this at least allows us probably to address that a little bit, and then hopefully we can also get like a bunch of reps on matchmaking, like the matchmaking rules, because honestly that's like one of the things that like is like pretty invisible to a lot of people, but like really needs like a lot of reps for us to be like, okay, is the mathing, like is it actually doing what we think it's going to be doing? And like I
think
in some ways it may be awkward, but it'll at least make it a lot easier for the guys once we
so
for
Tom,
January.
I think we have to think about how it would be if it were the alternative. Something's not necessarily good because the other thing's worse, but it is the case, at least I think it is the case, that it would be worse if we got points for kills as opposed to team eliminations. I think you're right to focus on the fact that you only get, basically only getting points for team eliminations means that people will want to eliminate teams more. You're right in saying that like that introduces its own problem, but compared to letting them live in farming, I think this is the better alternative.
So like I'm not saying that we should go back to the other system. Like the when I say cap, I think because now the kill points are uncapped. I think like you can still have the same system, but you should cap the amount of points because people will feel incentivized to be like, that's the only thing. So like I don't mind doing this system like half introducing, but because of like the system
uncapped.
testing.
It's uncapped, but it's based on enemy teams eliminated. I honestly feel like if you killed 9 teams this game, you should probably get rewarded. In fact, if you kill even 2 teams this game, that's like the assumption is that you're not even going to kill one team. I'm assuming most people are balancing around. You're not even going to kill one team. It's a 50-50 between you killing them killing you, right? Like I'm just going to assume that as like the baseline. So if you're going above that, if you're killing 2 teams, like you want 2 50-50s, like get rewards for that. But like +3 RP, or like, I'm reading this right, you're not really getting that much, and it's harder to get that. So
you're getting 14 points per team.
14 points per team. Okay, but then in the past you could get +45 or something. So you'd have to kill 3 teams.
That's combined. Let's see. You could get like max was it
45 off
yeah,
of, like,
40
45
kill
yeah.
points. Yes.
Yeah, I haven't really done the math as much, but I think that this is better transitioning from just kills to team eliminations because it means that you did something.
Yes,
It's
I agree with that.
It's more likely that you did something if you eliminated a team than because you could actually just eliminate teams and it counts as kills in the previous system. But
yeah, but I agree with that. Like, you should definitely get rewards for like killing teams, and like the more teams, like if you kill a lot of teams, you should get rewarded for that. I agree. Right. So it's more about like the transition phase where I'm just afraid of like new people coming in with like a interesting patch and that feeling a lot worse. But I think the system by itself, when we get to that in January, will probably like be a lot better.
Yeah. Very first game, Height had, he gained plus 100 RP and he's at 8k. So this, okay, the issue with high elo players getting a lot of RP, it's not an issue with the system, it's an issue with matchmaking, okay? I just want to make this clear. It seems to me that people are saying, like, oh, I'm getting this amount of this number, as if to say it's bad. It's bad in the sense that, it's exposing the matchmaking, but I don't think a legend team's gonna wipe even like 2 or 3 other legend teams, right? Like that easily, let's say.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's fuck. Jess, we need you to just immediately inject 20k players right now. Okay. All right, you're just Supervive.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, she's working on it. Okay, boom. Confirmation, boom.
Being worked on currently.
Yeah. Won't Poverty Run get fucked even more because you can't play off single picks anymore and get like the 5 kill threshold? Fuck yeah, dude. Let's go. Yeah. I'm okay with that personally. I mean, I'm not okay with it in the sense that
you still kinda
be
shit, but like if you get a kill on a team and then somebody else finishes that team, you still get the points for it. Yeah. But like if they get the revive off, then you don't get points of it.
Right.
Yes, but I don't think we should be introducing systems that assume we're gonna have shit matchmaking, guys. This is the problem. It's it's just not okay. What we should do instead, I'm not even kidding, is get every high elo player that has more than like a couple hundred hours to just go into scrims for like good 3 weeks. Let the noobs come in and let them flourish a bit, and then we come out and we shit on them. Okay? Yeah. We come out of the works like oh, you've passed the tutorial, nice. Okay, let's go. Play now. Might not even be a bad idea if we just quarantine everyone, bro. Like just put like a little.
I mean, honestly, you're kind of doing that with some of the scrims right now, which I actually think is like really fun to watch, but also probably like very generous for the rest of the.
I think every high elo player right now that has more than a couple hundred hours and is self-aware of the fact that they are going to be better than everyone should just queue unranked and let everyone else rank up and get their egos inflated and feel better, and then boom, like because if we stomp them now and make them lose RP, make them lose RP anyway. If we stomp them and like go higher on the leaderboard, I'm just gonna take a guess, they might quit the game. You want to like feed, you know what I mean? Like you want to feed them with the ultimate goal of eating them. So it's like a little bit important to grow it, I think quarantining people into something like Champions Queue.
They might eat you, hopefully.
Good, because
I want to see more of that happening.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get eaten all the time. That's fine. I'm not even that good at this game, so.
What are you talking about? Get out.
Yeah, there's a lot I have to work on. It's funny because people are proud of killing me. It's like, dude, I'm so easy to kill. I promise. I make so many mistakes. You kidding me? I maybe make like a couple of perfect plays, but every good play I look at it back, and I'm like, could have done this faster, right? Like,
Yeah, look at this guy. He will not win the first Supervive round, I can tell you.
Right. Oh, hello, Tom. I won like every 1v1. Okay.
You wanna talk about our session that cannot be talked about yet, but still was very fun.
Yes, I can talk about it. I was significantly better on Redacted when I was doing Redacted, and then you got Redacted.
Dude, you see my Redacted place on Redacted, right, when I shit on you when I
redacted your Redacted butthole and Dude, they were mad. They were mad at us. Someone got mad at me because I had Redacted power on Redacted Hunter, and like I have that footage still, by the way. I want to upload it. Can I upload this shit?
One of the other playtesters. That's funny.
Not like mad, but they were like because I won, right? Like Tom and I won one game, and they're like, yo, like, I'm like, dude, what do you want, man?
Yeah, but like you remember that game, Nidog? Like when we won over your teammate when I was playing Redacted and I did like the Redacted play.
Yes, you did the Redacted play. It was so. It was like, put this in the game right now, like.
Like I did the just coolest shit ever, guys. You will see
so
soon,
crazy.
hopefully. TM.
So crazy.
Coming soon.
I love feeling included. I'm sorry, Lab. I'm sorry. Wait, Lab. I literally. Jess, I cleared this with Sean. I cleared this with Sean. Okay, I told Sean. I told Sean that like I think I told some dev like, is it okay if I tell my girlfriend? And I did actually. I showed her some of the redacted content.
I think I showed her some redacted content.
Oh, let's go. Yeah, so Lab, you're literally included. You literally know like the things that we're talking about. So
yeah,
I cheated a little bit. I went and practiced tool and I just screen shared to her for like 5 minutes. I'm like, this is like this thing, and then this like look at this. This is so cool. And she's like, whoa. And then I'm like, yo,
that's awesome.
Yeah. There's so much redacted.
Yeah, I think we went through like a couple, like when you guys visited.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, we literally, like,
yeah.
Right, like,
I can't wait we can start talking more about Redacted.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm so redacted, bro. Which redact? I don't know. There's so many things. Nidog has a girl. Why are you like confused? How does he have time while playing 14 hours a day? Because she plays MapleStory for 14 hours a day. What do you mean? Like,
big.
Match made in heaven. Match made in heaven.
Yeah, I mean, she was why like I asked to push it. Yeah, I was just hanging out with her a bit, you know. So. But yeah, I think the ranked performance. I think we'll have to see, and hopefully with the new content,
it shakes out. Yeah. and then what I'm gonna be interested in is like honestly, like to your guys' point, like let's see what the experience looks like for like the new players coming in, because a lot of those lobbies are still gonna be like lobbies that don't have this group in it. So like, is their experience better? I really want to see that. And then if it gets a little warpy at the top end, I'm actually okay with that. Well, we'll talk about it and I'll be transparent so that we can at least keep each other honest about it.
I don't care about the top end. Like I just
I just care about you guys. I just you guys get it.
I think
so like we don't have to care about self. I just want new players into the game. So like if I have to be a sacrifice to get new players in, like sacrifice me, it's fine.
See, my hottest take is that we should remove ranked and just play and just have fun. But I understand that people need like their little number.
But I need my funny number to go up.
I know they need the fucking number.
The funny number needs to go up, man.
Right, they can't just fucking play. But
look at my funny number; it's so high now. I'm smiling.
I get it. I totally get it. But also, Lav, I think they changed it back for redacted. Really quickly, can I talk about the Dimensional Traveler's name?
Yes, you can say that.
Yeah, that's Bebo, right? It's Bebo still. Yeah, it's Bebo. Not. It was Miko. Like, what the fuck is Miko?
For 2 seconds.
What the fuck? It's now it's Bebo. Because Lav loves saying Bebo. Like so.
I was instantly sad when I saw it was Miko, but like, where's Bebo, man?
It's back. It's back.
Yeah.
It's always
what is Miko, dude? Like. Nidog, if you remove rank, Tom will forever be rank 1. That's fine, dude. That's fine. It means nothing.
Remove it right now. Like, right now.
Nothing, dude. Rank 1 means nothing, ever, dude. Okay?
Unless you're rank 1.
Rank 1 just means, like, you played.
Yeah, until Tom gets his jacket with rank 1 on it.
Yeah, unless I get rank 1. Then rank 1's like, dude, you're all shit. Like, hello? Noobs. So... but okay, Hunter, Bastard, do we care about cosmetics and progression? I don't know.
I guess some people got confused. You could just like clarify, right? Because like some people said, because we saw like level 6 gives 150 points now.
Yes.
And then some people like, oh, but yeah, if you go into the mastery thing, you can just unlock, you get the points there. No, that's a separate thing. So like, I don't know like exactly how it works. I had like already unlocked everything because I played too much. But like, if you play, you have an own like hunter mastery. I think it's combined for everything. SafeLock can like correct.
Yeah, every number.
It's across all the hunters.
Yeah, it's simple. If you get 1, you get 1. If you get 2,
yeah, so it's like a bonus thing. So like the one you get from level 6 on other hunters, that is like individual for each hunter you can gain.
So best in slot is to get 1 on everything at the very least, and then boom. Well, I love that. Yeah. Even I kind of like seeing the number go up, but like,
yeah, right.
It's good.
I'm literally gonna make that my winter.
Yeah, I like the colors. You guys do the colors, right? Like, oh shit, it's like blue now. Like, it's
hell yeah. It's
Yeah.
true. And the emotes changed everything.
Right. So let's go into the fucking best part, dude. The hunters. You guys buffed all my hunters. Let's fucking go. You buffed my hunters. So Void. Gravity orb. I'm assuming when you say bloom, you mean like the charge shot, right? Like not like
you can shoot. Dude, I tested it on Arena before.
You can shoot fast.
You can do it so fast.
Right. If you get that timing down, like an internal clock, like because I already played Myth, I love this kind of timing games. I saw some. Dude, I love it, dude. Actually, I don't love it. I go into Discord and I read I read like the like the mains. There are no worse players in any video game except mains. Okay, anyone that one tricks or a character, shut the fuck up, dude. It's crazy because they go like they go like this killed the character. This who can play another do so many other characters like who like I get it. I want my characters to be strong.
But some people get really attached. I think that's
it's fine. I guess it's natural. But the problem is when you start talking. So if you start talking, and I think everyone's like debating, and they're like, there's like a debate between is it good that it pierces or sorry no longer pierces, and I'm like, hold on, you have to think of use case. When were you in front of someone and there was a fucking pillar in front of you and you were just walking around it and they didn't kill you? Like, when were you doing that? Never. So it's like, yeah, you were kiting sometimes, but they gave us the best thing. You can reset your charged shot. So not only can you still have an option at close range, now your long range option is better. And it's like, what? That's crazy. And then they gave us cooldown on swap. And it's like, what? That's crazy. I can run. I can TP onto shit. I can rotate whenever I want. It's not a fake buff at all. And then the bomb, initial damage to the bomb, because already you one-tap people with the charged bomb. The first initial bomb, right? Like the just like the blow it up, like right away, putting on people, buffing that is the craziest part because no matter what you do, you will always be able to hit that relative to how often you can hit the charged bomb. So the fact that they're buffing the thing that you can hit more often is like, what the fuck? Everything just went up. Everything. I'm like, dude, Void stonks, dude. Hashtag ad, hashtag, coin symbol of Void, VD, right? It's like, dude, awesome. But Tom is also the only other Void player.
Yeah, I want to hear.
Let's go, Tom.
I have two thoughts. It's very interesting. Like the first one, when I first read this, I got confused as fuck because I thought you removed the piercing through terrain on like regular NMBs, and you need to proc the passive to get it. But no, it's just like the when you're like clicking it too fast when you're not doing like the fully charged LMB, then you'll shoot through. Right. So I was like, oh wait, okay, so it's an interesting trade-off. Yeah, you get the range, but like blah blah, you need the passive. But then I understood like, no, you still have that all the time, and you still like only use maybe the charge up, like the empowered form.
Right, practically.
So like this is mega.
How that plays out. Yeah.
But I'm the person who said like Void has always been strong. I was like now ramping up to start playing Void.
We both agreed. We both agreed.
Like, because Ulf was like being mega strong and like I think it like took a lot of space. Like I don't mean they don't have like differences there, but also ready to start playing Void now. I never thought that he needed a buff, but this makes him.
I thought he was in a perfect spot too. We both agree. We're literally like, yes, let's go.
You're the two Void mains. That's what you just said right now.
No, literally, we understood that Void is just like the left shift is disgusting. Yeah. The fucking bomb is disgusting, right? I'm like, wait, we got both, like, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
Like, I don't think this will like fix him in like solo queue or anything because of just how his kit works.
It'll make you
like
It'll give you like a little bit more agency, like getting away from people. The shift in particular, the shift alone makes it so like, okay, I can probably run more easily because you're already assuming you're going to get tech. I also max I put 2 points in my left shift. This is what most Voids I don't think do. They put like the point in the right click. I was already getting the low cooldown from 12 to 9.
I was reading
now
that.
10 to 7. Like. Nice. Let's fucking go. You might even want to try like a max, like a left shift max and do the shield. It's garbage.
Well, that's interesting. I always go max bomb, but then 2 point shift.
No, me too. Wait, Me too, bro. Yes, exactly. You max the bomb, level 6, level 7,
Maybe
you put the point
you
into
guys
shift.
are playing better than
right. You don't put the point in stun, because when you stun, you assume you already get value out of it. Boom. You don't need to do multiple stuns. If you have to multiple stun, if you stun people multiple times, like, what are you, not killing them? Like, what are you doing? Like, so yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
that's
so
good.
like for any further buffs or void nerfs, just DM me and Nidog, okay?
Yes.
I'll let you know.
Yeah. So I think we both agree that Void was already in a good spot. Now in comp, like, we're gonna see a lot more Voids.
I am excited.
And they're shit at them too. They're bad at them too. So I love that. I love that. I get the advantage. People don't understand this, but Void actually has a distinct advantage in the metagame, in the sense that human beings lose out a lot. A robot wouldn't. Here I'll describe it. First of all, the sound. You can't hear him. But second of all, he has no legs, and because he floats above his character ground circle.
Oh wait, so can I actually ask a question while I remember it with the floating thing? That's very interesting. Do you think, Nidog, that Void should break ice? Because like he's floating. Because I thought, like, I started playing Void a little bit more now to prep.
Because he breaks ice. Dude, that's too strong if he doesn't, I think.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, like
drop shards, drop dawn, and stay there.
Canonically, like, should Void be able to break ice? Because he's like floating, levitating, like.
I think, like, are you talking thematically or like for the game? Like,
I'm like both kind of thing. Like, I think also here, like, he shouldn't take spicy water damage because he's not reacting to sharks. Like,
I think in the game
it doesn't feel
he's already really strong in the northern hemisphere. Like, he's strong in Mage Bog. So fucking nice, by the way.
Hemisphere.
And like he's strong in shards already because he doesn't take the spicy water, right? I think he should break ice for the game, for competitive. I'm not gonna call it competitive integrity, but like ice needs to be like because there's so many things you could do. You could step on ice, right? And you can you can finish people on ice and not die, and you can it should be like the alert system. So it's not even about Void. It's about like ice should just be the alert system for people, and that's like the terrain's unique mechanic, I guess. Except the winter map made everything, but I think maybe like thematically. Yeah, he might not have legs, but like he's like, I don't know, he's like poofing air there or something. Like, how does he actually move? Like, he's got like
like that's why, because I don't know. I need to
like
know.
Constantly farting,
he needs to be consistent.
I don't know.
Because the second small thing is like when he jumps, he will get like the effect of like stomping the ground.
He should. He should break ice. He should break ice. Think of it as like a constant jetpack. I don't know. Like Jetpack Dracula or something. Just
you guys need to talk about it early. It's important.
Dracula. All right. Yeah. Okay. I see it.
Like, yeah, I think he should break ice. He's fucking he's so powerful now, dude. In my opinion.
It's his aura, dude. His aura.
You're gonna have fun with his LMBs. His LMBs are insane.
Right.
Now.
But I also forgot to say, because he floats above his character ground circle, people aim at his character model, and he's kind of tall. And they'll naturally miss, especially for jumping. If you jump, dude, it's hard to hit Void, man.
Gosh,
I can't. When I play Myth vs Void, I realize how hard it is to hit a Void if they're moving, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Because you can't look at the feet, right? Normally, you can look at people's footwork or then like the character ground circle because that's where the hitbox is, and it's like, wait, he's got no feet. I'm out, dude. It's actually kind of crazy. But Jess, give us your professional opinion on Void.
Why did Void get a buff?
I mean, his presence is pretty low, man. Like, I feel like when you guys are talking about Void being really good, like, I want other people to see. Like, balance is like part perception. So like if people don't see it, like sometimes they gotta actually experience it.
You gotta do the riot. You like buff it and then you just pull back and you like nerf him way worse than what he was.
But it's so perfect timing also. Like no. Like safe like it's like this is like I know what you guys are doing. This is because he got the skin now. Because you guys got the skin.
Shit.
That's the real reason.
X-Riders, you know what I mean?
We should have buffed everyone if that was the case.
That's good. But yeah, we can move on to Ghost for the thoughts, which is great. Another one of my hunters. People misinterpret what unempowered damage means. The first 10 bullets of the LMB do the most damage, and then the rest of them are like tiny little. So they're thinking, oh shit, 20% is a huge increase, but actually, if you're it depends on what the flat number was before. So if you're increasing like a 10 to a 12, like, yeah, it depends on the interval, how many 12s are you getting. But the only time you're going to get value out of this is, let's say someone's over Abyss and you want to hold them. You want to hold them from like a mantling or like maybe Abyss, and like you can't afford to drop your shot. So you have to think of all the cases where you don't want to burst fire, release burst fire, and do that over and over. Like when do you not want to do that? And generally it's going to be like if you're holding someone over Abyss, or they're like the tiniest, like they have like a little bit of HP left, and you can finish them off with a hold for like a hold LMB. But I think people misinterpret that a little bit and think it's like crazy when it's not actually crazy. What's crazy is the spike damage. It's the spike grenade. This thing,
that's massive.
This thing does damage, and more importantly, if you're hitting it, if you actually want to get value out of the damage increase by 20%, you would necessarily have to hit it. And in the case where you're hitting it, you are getting the LMB days like extra damage, right? And that's what matters, because now your one-shot combo, your right-click into LMB drain, it's just going to be that much faster. I think that is the most OP part. And that is actually so crazy, because you can hit like 3 people, 4 people with the wall sticky too.
Right. Yeah,
there's
like been so many requests for Ghost to kind of get a little love. And like also more optionality. Like I'm like, it's funny, I'm like looking at the railgun explosive damage thing.
Wait,
with like
hold on. From my chat, he said, I thought to leech meant that unempowered meant no grenade bullets. He said unempowered meant not dazed.
Not dazed.
Okay, ignore everything I just said. This is OP. All right, he just got 20% more on everything, like every LMB not dazed. If that's the case, what the fuck? Hello? We should be playing Ghost right now. Hello?
Play him.
What? That plus dazed? Like, what? Like,
for whatever reason, when you were describing, I thought that's what you were talking about.
Yeah, I thought that made sense, because I thought about it. I'm like, there's no way this is. I thought
you were talking about not dazed.
Because a long time ago, they buffed Ghost like 7% on the LMB. Now it's 20%. Like, what the fuck? Like, what? I just played him in his damage the same. I'm not sure.
Try it. Try and let me know what you guys think.
Because this is not fair.
Ghost has definitely been some love.
His first 10 bullets, the empowered bullets, I thought that's what they were talking about. I thought this was a really, really cool change where they're buffing certain situations, like the Abyss, like the finishing last HP bar. I thought that would be very balanced. This, I think, would be unbalanced as hell. If you just...
Check it out.
I'll literally go into practice tool right now. Yeah, like...
Like, in the meantime, while he tests that,
talk about it. Yeah,
he's in the hyperbolic time chamber.
I want to talk about like Myth here, because I think Myth has been a very interesting case. Because I've fought for like the past 3 patches that Myth has been really strong, and then she got like a buff for like like she like didn't have high numbers, and she got buffed, and then like wow, she's like still in a very good state, and now she gets buffed again. Like, well, what's up with Myth here? Like, is there like a lot of Myth lovers?
That's also like a pretty different spread across the like low versus high MMR folks. So
I think that's like a lot of people are just not playing Myth.
I think they're struggling on Myth.
Struggling on Myth.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's actually, it's been cool to like have a lot of conversations with the Myth folks or people who are picking up Myth. And then like I think a lot of the Myth mains actually have noticed people picking up Myth and like it being like even her shift, like people don't know the tech that you can do with Myth shift.
Yeah.
And so like a ton of the power that is like just like taken for granted at high elo just like doesn't ever get tapped at all.
Right. I guess you're sorting for the it's kind of nice that you're like helping them along, but I will say the blue LMB damage increasing, it's already such a massive number. I think a perfect shots with like all red is like 400-ish, 444 I remember, with like green, and blue was like way higher. Like if 10% pushes Myth to a point where she can 2-shot someone, that's a little bit crazy. Thresholds are really important, because like it doesn't matter how much it increases if you still have to shoot 3, kind of like the strike problem. But it's the fact that you can combo a blue into green, for example, right? She has the option to do that. Like that, I'm just worried because 5% increase on the green LMB was already crazy. I thought it was LMB reduced. I'm like, oh, okay, we're losing the sniper one, but we're getting more on the green. I'm like, that's still a buff.
Yeah,
now I learned that it was buff on both. Like, Dude, you guys went ham with this. This is my patch. Like, this is crazy. With that being said, I'd love if you guys could take over for a sec. I'm just gonna be right back.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good, man.
Yeah, so follow up on that is like, have you guys thought about like adding on the patch notes on like, for example, reasons for buffs? Because I think this is very interesting. Like, because like, why is Myth getting buffed? Like, it's for lower MMR. Oh, that makes like sense. So for example, like League patches, I love when I see that because they will have like
they have all the context.
Yes, like they have like the mini context. Oh, this is for lower MMR. This is for mid, high, competitive, blah, blah, blah. I think that's like great thing to get a perspective on why things are happening when you're stuck in one perspective kind of thing.
I mean, I think we'll over time. I mean, I could totally. I'm open to it, and I think we should totally try. There is some amount of like over explaining that I want to avoid doing because sometimes it's like, sometimes the context is like trying to see into the future a game state that hasn't yet to play out, and like sometimes then the context is like not lying, but it might just be like wrong. And so what I want to do is just make sure like, like I'm down to be like, hey, this is what we're trying to do. And then we'll see how it goes. And if it doesn't do the thing that we think it's going to do, then like, let's address it, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, so it might just be a framing thing, but I do think that. And I do think the more we explain, the less exploration people get with some of those changes on what actually happens. So I have seen people like form an opinion about lots of league changes also, and then like actually the game state could have been pretty different if they noticed a specific detail or whatever, and like it just never happens because they're like so caught up in the context that I would love for people to actually like do their own interpretation of the change almost, because like that I think that's more exciting in some ways. It's like I don't want us to autoplay the game for them in some ways,
sure.
you know. But yeah, I think all that said and done, for sure. Like I think in some of these patch notes we actually do explain like the Felix and Brawl like boop stuff, like why we're doing it. And so yeah, I'm not allergic to that at all. We can totally start working towards adding, here's the intended. Yeah, at least here's the intended thing we're trying to do.
Yeah, for sure. No, I think it's very interesting because also like to loop back into the thing of like, oh, people are not playing this hunter, we'll like buff it up. Have you guys ever, you don't have to say like which if you've ever done it, but like the placebo buffs, nerfs to kind of like get people to play stuff. Have you guys done that or like figured about?
We've already done that. Yeah.
You have? Yeah.
I won't say who, but we have already done that.
Okay, is it recently? Because there's some patches I feel like, okay, this feels like placebo. I would love to be like a guessing games. Like
I want to say it was the first patch we did. We had a couple placebos in there.
Ooh, okay. I might DM you later just to like check like, was this a placebo or not, just to see if like if my in-game senses are good.
Yeah. Sometimes people need it, man. I think it's totally fine too. You know, like if people just want to, because like it's all learning. Like people need to like have some of those indicators, and if it gets you over the hump, like why not? So I get it. Sometimes you need it.
Yeah, because like for example, Void. I think like Void is my favorite hunter by far. But like as I talked about, I am a meta abuser. I'll play whatever my team whatever my team
Are
needs.
You?
Whatever.
I guess yeah. I mean,
I am
that makes sense. Okay.
So like, but I love Void, so like I wouldn't mind, Void getting some placebo buffs, so I'll like hell pushing people to play Void because he's just fun. He's such a cool hunter, man. But yeah, he's
one like, of my favorites. I think he's one of the most indicative of like this is why Supervive is different, and so I'm very keen on making sure that like people can actually see that. When they don't, I'm like, oh, you don't get to see like all of the crazy like swap moments. Like you don't get to see the open-endedness that like a lot of people saw early on. So I think it's really important.
But yeah, I also see a lot of people talking about that. Like, I guess the Shrike play rate is high and seems very OP. When are we nerfing Shrike then? JK. Okay. Steve, continue our work to add more exciting level. Yeah, because you had a like conversation recently, like your usual Saturdays where we talked about level 3s, right?
Yeah. Actually, what's cool about one of these is that one of these was suggested directly from that chat, and we were able to get it in. It was really tight, but actually, who was it? Let me pull up the sheet. I actually literally...
Yeah, because I think that's great. Like the chats you have on Saturdays where just like go through some things here and there and like get some feedback.
It was super helpful, honestly. It was sick.
Because like level 3s, I love the concept of level 3, but like as Amenius mentioned, like not all options just feels valuable, and it's I think when you like keep on adding, like getting more and more of this stuff in, I think is great. So
it's Phenom. Phenom literally suggested that first one, the Malistacks, where it actually transfers the Malistacks from one to the second target with the Bola. So yeah, I mean, like, I think my hope is that, like, honestly, we keep that going, because like there's it's also like a ton of content to like update all the level 3s, like from something that's just like just CDR to like, hey, here's like an interesting output that makes you play differently. And like now that the system is there, like now we can fill it out, but it does, like, because it's a playstyle change, I want to make sure that it feels like a meaningful choice, but also it doesn't feel like, I don't know, we're like co-opting the kit and like making it something it's not, or like make the identity feel strange or like different from the character. So yeah, I'm like excited that people are like engaging on the conversation. We got a ton of ideas. It was awesome. Yeah. Are you? Yeah, and I think I got you were one of the first people who mentioned about Void too, like which ones you would want to update also. So
yeah, I think I said like RMB and I think a teleport like has a unique level 3, but I am also the kind of person that I'll just always go the one that is most broken. Like for example, like yeah, it's just my forte share.
Right. Yeah.
So like with Kingpin, I'm just going shift every time. Like I like the idea of the dunk is really cool and like etc. But yeah, for example, RMB, I don't know if it came with a suggestion ever, but yeah, RMB for Void doesn't really do anything. Like I think that's like the weakest one out of Void's ones at least. And then Ryan Lemur with Celeste level 3 donor wall.
Celeste, we got a ton of ideas on the wall because like everyone's talking about the wall. Yeah, dono wall. the paper thin wall. But I think that's like that's probably one of the first ones I want to bump to our level 3 friends. Is look at Celeste. Celeste got brought up a bunch. Luna got brought up a bunch. So I'm actually pretty interested in seeing what we do there.
Yeah, so I love the direction of that at least.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
As we had the boops here. The boops are interesting. So I didn't actually read on this. I like to read through it now because I didn't really check into it. Removing some boops on abilities that add a lot of movement corrections, where if you have a mid to high ping, you'd get hit by ability and then micro teleport because your client predicted you'd be in one place. Ah, that's interesting. So while service knows you're about to summon off, then forcefully correct you to the spot. I would go further to expect, say, the magical spirit of online that dislikes fast. Okay, Dynamo disagreements between. So, have you thought about like compensation to things like this getting removed? So, for example, with Felix, I think I read in the chat earlier today, like the boop being a big part of his kit of like stopping people's movement because Felix is extremely dependent on getting on people. How do you like leverage him getting or like losing a big part of his kit to get viability later on?
What's up, guys? I'm back. We're talking about
Felix.
Welcome back. We're on the boops.
Felix.
Boops. Okay, the boops.
That we're removing.
Let me just upload in a sec. I gotta.
Yeah.
I just got a nice thumbnail from Corin.
Nice.
My boy. Keep going. Sorry, just keep going.
Yeah. No, you're good.
I just have to like.
Yeah, but yeah, the thoughts like around the boosts when you're removing. It's like Abrel, I don't think he like loses much, but like it's a very like specific like kit thing for Felix and over mains with how you play the hunter like at like a higher level at least, because you need to play around the boops, but because this will weaken Felix a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for. I mean, again, like with all things, I'm like always down to see how the game state works out, and then shift where we need to. So like, this is not a forever thing. Also, let's see how it goes. But like, I have honestly gotten a lot of callouts around Felix, also around how
the right click being annoying,
stick to you, and like it is actually really tough. And so like I actually think we will want to like kind of massage his shape and what his game loop looks like a little bit for playing against to be better too.
Massage.
Yeah.
Interesting choice of word.
My bad. But yeah, like I think sometimes like even if the win rate isn't like crazy, which I think actually Felix is doing pretty well, but like like even if I wasn't even thinking about win rate, I still again like think about frustration or playing against and how we can make that better and more satisfying for the people who are playing against Felix. And like I do think one of like that space is like these boops have made it kind of frustrating on the playing against side for a while. So yeah, I'm like totally down if we need to like if we need to do compensation buffs for these guys if we need be. I'd be curious. Let's see how Felix settles, but yeah, let's see first because I also wonder the other thing with boops is like, I mean this is more true for Brawl, like it would create distance between you and the target who got booped too, and like at least in some cases that means you actually have less distance to travel, and so I actually don't know how it all kind of settles anyways. It may be neutral in some instances, and we talked about that a little bit too. And that might be more true for Brawl than it is for Felix, but yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, the Brawl like LMB booping, like slight.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Right, it can be a little bit annoying for people, I assume. It just adds. Exactly. It's like adding insult to injury. Really, it's like
yeah, and then you're getting like movement corrected at the same time. It's just like
right, because if you need to aim something properly and it just because it tears your screen, that's the fucking issue. There are a lot of random things that will just like teleport your screen for some reason, like a little bit, even without the smooth correction on, and it's like. I thought you guys were getting rid of like the right click boop, like where you can push him away, which is super powerful when defending mobile beacon, but you're not. So I'm like, okay, let's go. We're down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so over to stealth then. Can you can you talk about like what you guys are doing in the future? I think like this is at least in the right direction of getting stealth to like a more healthy state, because that's been a lot.
I'm ready for this one. Yeah.
Yeah, because like. I'm an abuser. I'm gonna say it, guys. I used to broken stuff.
You're the reason.
I'm not the reason, but I know I do dabble a little.
I have to interrupt you.
Okay,
we got the best thing from chat just now, by the way.
Okay.
We need a new skin for Brawl.
Okay.
He's got a blindfold on.
Oh.
And it's called
I'll be right back.
Braille.
That's incredible, and I literally have to. I will be back. I actually need to go to this, and then I'll be right back.
Yeah, pitch it. That's good. That's really good. Braille, dude. We need like memes. We need this kind of shit, dude. We need you know how Felix is Felix, right? Do you know XQC?
Yeah.
you know how just we need Felix when he goes in to be like I'm going in right, like we need like all the fucking memes in every game, dude. Ghost literally could have a spooky one. I mean it's okay. We could think of a ton. We could definitely
we can't be too funny now. It's too late to be funny. My neighbors are gonna kill me.
It's good. Braille is fucking good. Can you ask her about a refund system, like lol, where you have free refunds? Damn, what skin did you not like? Are you trying to buy Braille, or are you trying
to... Oh my god! How about being careful about how you use your money?
Will you be streaming Supervive? That's right, Mergent. Kenneth will be streaming. He's the next big streamer here. Yes, or the new Felix? Yes. Like Felix Lengyel, literally just. God, if XQC could sign on to the game, bro. Wait, that's why he played Felix. I just realized.
Yeah,
that's why he played Felix. Oh my god, I just realized.
It is all coming together.
Yeah. Guess about the same thing in Tom's stream. Oh, that's funny. This guy really wants his refunds, bro.
Yeah. Poor guy. He just like made a mistake, you know.
Will you play Void today? I will. What does Ghost Railgun being explosive damage mean? Explosive damage in this game just means that you do more damage to destructibles like trees or walls or Oath Shield. There are a couple of things that like boom.
Or Celeste Wall, but Celeste
Wall, yeah. I mean, you blow on it and then it's gone. Yeah.
Poof.
Dude, why didn't they buff Celeste with like actual level 3 ships? They must be waiting, right?
I think they're cooking. We talked about a little bit earlier since we talked about like the shiv level 3s and etc. Because Theorycraft has the Saturdays where she talks about like changes here and there, and she had like a big Saturday where they
Okay.
just talked about like a bunch of level 3s. So they are like
yeah.
cooking with bunch of
They
level
asked
3s
about
to be
that.
updated.
But like, what do you think? What do you think about Celeste? Because one of the things I talked about with James was, what if the level 3 wall, instead of doubling health, it like made like spikes, like the anti-heal? You know how like the spike walls,
that would be cool.
but it moves towards you, so you can do damage with it now. Ish.
Yeah, because like, what is the
Anti-heal too.
like the RMB is like you kind of just never take RMB anymore, and the shift I think
RMB is
I feel like
explosive, right?
Yeah, and like L shift, everybody's saying it's bugged, like that it doesn't really work. So
The extra
I
damage.
think
I feel like it doesn't feel like it. What L shift should do is empower you, not during the duration of the skate, but just empower you for like a bit.
Maybe
so
for
the
you do like
it.
because you could do like a short dash and like empower your own.
Because what I do is I short dash auto, but you get like 3. So maybe it should empower you for the duration plus like 3 seconds after. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That way, wait, that's crazy because now you have to actually like dance around and keep half L shifting.
Yeah.
But if you do
becoming like an ice dancer.
Yeah, if you do that, exactly, right? Like, if you do that and you incur the half cooldown, you only get half the distance, so they can just jump you, right? And like they kind of force it out. But it's an interesting play path where like you L shift, and you're autoing. They come onto you, and then you try to like try to blow them away with. My God, I don't know what I'm saying.
Because then you have like a carry route, and as you say with the with the wall, like if you have the spikes, there's like you have the carry route with the shift, and like you have like synergy with like anti-heal on wall spiking, and then RMB. What would RMB be then?
I feel like RMB is literally just like an extra charge, so you can
yeah, you just want to use your RMB more. I think that fits,
because you have 2 or like wider radius, because like it is hard to hit if you're a noob, and if you're a good player, it can make her an actual DPS threat. 3 charges is good. I think it'd be really good actually. And like the wall, you could also make it like maybe it changes like the paradigm. Like instead of pulling it out and then throwing it, it kind of just pulls it out and then you can recast it to like send it if you want. Like
but then you kind of have to rework the RMB though.
Yeah, there are a lot of like issues like the technical side. Of course, like if we make it summon like units or something, I'd make it do that. But like James talked about how the ice wall could like summon ice underneath it if you're going across abyss. You know what I mean? So it can help make like a bridge. Kind of cool. Which I think is shit. There's so many things that Celeste could get to make her like actually fun. Because like I want to play Celeste, like she looks fun, right? But she's so trash right now without the teammates helping you. So yeah, dude, you know what I do? Like I solo queue, I get like Shrike, Aluna, Celeste players. Some of the worst fucking hunters, bro. They always play this shit. It's so funny. Don't tell Jess I said that. It's so funny because Jess plays Aluna, and her partner plays Shrike. so we were doing Shrike.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, it's okay.
You make it work. You can make everything work in ranked. It's fine.
What does the new champ do? Damn, you just like ask questions, huh?
I think he potentially, if he play well, he might kill some hunters.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. How about being careful with spending money? Yeah, it would be way easier to decide whether to buy a skin or not if there were actual previous or even better an option. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, but like also like, I feel like when I spend money on a game, I think of it as like I'm not gonna get that money back. This like decision's final. It's nice to get a refund, but I think of it as a privilege to get a refund. Like I actually just don't expect to get a refund. Cause
like when I get receipts, like receipts are more for like I'm not thinking about it as a refund, but it's more about like, oh, it got broken, like here, fix it.
And like if I want a refund, I'd probably ask them if like, could I return this to you at a later date? And I probably ask that ahead of time if I'm thinking of getting a refund.
Gotta be careful with money, when you like buy something. It needs to be with intent.
Like it'd be nice to get refunds, but I'm hesitant on saying that we should be entitled to them.
Do we know what class he is? Well, me and Nidog might, but it's not official.
Cannot say. Cannot say. Sorry.
only time will tell.
Time will tell you and me.
I'm excited for new support though. They teased new support, but that isn't like until like 4 months.
Yeah, we didn't see that one.
No, we saw like a picture. We have been teased a picture. That's the only thing.
Well, I don't think we tried that one, right? So
no, we didn't try that. We have tried the 3 next ones coming.
Yes. The
support I haven't even tried, so I have like no clue. So I'm excited.
I want to see supports. Yeah, I want to like. You know what? I'm gonna take a guess, bro. Are you ready? The new support looks like they're kind of a dark theme. I think you have to hit your teammates to heal. You have to like kind of like Anna, kind of like yeah. I think that would be really cool, like to aim.
You don't think it would be like enemies, so like it's more so like you have to be an aggressive support to give your team the healing value.
Like you have an LMB and RMB, like and they're both gonna have like a charge system, like bullets, and you have to kind of reload. I'm thinking of Marvel Rivals characters. I'm like, dude, this is kind of cool. Like, you can you charge over time, and you get like right clicks like will heal you, and then your left clicks will damage or something. And maybe if you shoot both or something, I don't know. And then I'm assuming it's a her actually. It looked like a her. I'm assuming they'll like maybe not like more team movement like Zefgust, but I don't want more like charge dashes either. I want like an interesting, like a little fart spray, like you dash and then it's like a heal behind you. You know what I mean? Like that could be cool, and dash through your teammates, kind of like Luna. That's tough. It's tough with the top down what you can do.
Did you ever see like the fan art concepts of Hunters, like the event they did? Okay, there was one fun one. There was a fun one, like the aspect. It was a squirrel, and the squirrel is like, let me see if I can remember the whole kit.
It was a squirrel.
It was a squirrel. Very simple. Very simple. A squirrel. The squirrel could like fly with a shift. He could like activate, like when
like hover or
yeah, like the type of squirrel, like when it stretches out, it like gets
wings, a flying squirrel.
Kind of, yeah, flying
literally a flying squirrel.
Yeah, literally a flying squirrel. And then he has an ability where he spawns trees. He spawns trees. Okay. Yes. And then his ultimate is he spawns a log and he runs on the log, and it can be comboed. It can be comboed to hit the trees like a throwing axe kind of effect to stomp the trees on people.
Say that again.
So he has like his E or like Q or whatever it is spawning a row of trees.
Okay.
And then he has an ultimate where he spawns on top of a log, a rolling log that like goes down like one path. And if you hit people, like you'll like stun them. But also if you hit like trees or like other movable object, they will fall over and it can stun enemies if it also.
Okay, so you're incentivized to play around the terrain and like create the things ahead of time, but you can also interact with pre-existing terrain like trees.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that would be like a cool controller.
Okay.
Because like right now, like you play more around you create terrain. Like for example, Void plays very well around terrain. Like what about somebody that creates terrain?
Well, hold on. There's a very big problem with this.
Okay.
That's broken. That's fucking broken.
But it doesn't really deal too much damage. It's not like his kit doesn't have too much damage.
But you have to think about the context in which you're gonna get that value. For example, like a tree prison or even money tree nades. Trees already block people, and so if you have the option to ignore something like that, and the other team can't, it has to do like not that much damage. I would say if I'm hearing this right. Like the log
like the damage is low. It's all about like the control aspect, the CC, and just being annoying little squirrel.
But even CC, you have to. I think you should like compare it to other things like Oath ulti. In order to stun, it has to like hit the center, and it slows otherwise. Yeah. But this motherfucker, like how big is this log? Like, sheesh, like
that can be balanced. It's fine.
Okay, yeah, okay. I mean, I'm down, dude. Like, fucking flying on top of your head, tree prison, logs over you. Like, I'm like a dude with a gun. I got mystical, magical shit, and then here's a fucking squirrel. Like,
we just need more wonky shit, like Marvel Rivals, they have Jeff.
Yeah.
I guess our wonky shit will be Bebo.
That could be fun. Yeah, we can't talk about Bebo, but the moment Bebo comes out, oh my goodness, dude. Oh my goodness, dude.
Like, when he does like redacted, like with redacted, like
that combo is gonna be insane. You know that, right? That's gonna be insane. Also, the fact that you can redacted people towards redacted, it's like a what? Like, you know what I mean? It's just not. It's like so unique that it doesn't even look like Supervive. I'm not even kidding, right? Like all Supervive hunters have some sort of bullshit. Like this is like 3 bullshit plus, like Super Delta Prime Sky Lounge plus bullshit. So.
Yeah, he's a war criminal, as lore has already foretold. Like, if you think
he's a fucking
is
criminal,
cute, I'm like, oh, he's so cute.
Dude, he's like,
oh, he's a
that's how
war
it gets
criminal.
you, dude. He's a fucking criminal, dude. Okay, I think I'm allowed to say this. He will be very fun to combo with Oath. I will say Oath. You can think of why, right? Oh, what's up? What's up? We weren't looking
what
shit.
Up?
Yo, what up? Okay,
oh my gosh,
confirm yes or no. Bebo will be fun to play with Oath.
Oh.
If you think about it.
I can confirm that, but like, why are you wanting to highlight that?
I just, we're just saying. Yeah, because of, I was just like trying to tease a little bit.
Trying to make me leak? What's happening right now?
Dude.
You're testing you.
But he will he will also be a very fun combo with Celeste, actually. So it will be some fun things. Get your Celeste game up, you know what I'm saying? Like everyone yeah, it's fun. It's fun, dude.
Yeah, Celeste is crazy. Oath is crazy, although I haven't seen people, I don't think I've seen people like really take advantage of it. I did see it in like your guys' playtest a little bit more at least, but
no, because Tom and
I think people are gonna sleep on that.
Tom played the Bebo, and we were the only ones allowed to do it because of my bug, and
that's right.
I was just calling for different combos to try, and we're just gonna say Oath, Celeste are very fun and hunters that people don't normally play, so I would recommend maybe picking them up a little bit with the introduction of new hunters.
Preparing for January.
Just to get ready, Oh, what's up? Is this guy? What's up, Leech? The Leech in the house. Bebo has some good combos with Zeph.
Oh, with Zeph? That's actually so fucking true. Though.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, I'm gonna type it here.
I'm trying to see. Like,
what do you mean? What?
Well, we can't say unless you want to say like, redacted with redacted.
Oh shit! They're gonna like look at my hand cam and check what I typed. Like.
They're gonna like connect the letters.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, definitely that.
Can't confirm or deny. This Whisper DK guy, man, you just talk so much. Can't confirm or deny. Who knows? There are a lot of cool combos in this game, especially with the other hunters too. If you combo all of them.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Bebo does combo with the other hunters. Yeah.
There's so many good ones actually.
Yes.
I think that's because of the nature of Bebo's kit.
Yeah.
It's so interactable that other people are gonna like have a lot of fun.
He interacts. Yeah, he interacts.
Yeah,
he's
for
fun.
Sure.
He's so
for
fun.
Sure. Like there's so much physicality in what he does that I think it's like actually great.
Sure.
So,
right. Okay.
To get back on notes.
Yeah. Where are
we? Oh yeah. Okay.
I will start. I'm sorry about my criminal behavior on stealth. How many complaints have you guys gotten safe locked?
On what?
On me.
On you?
It's not just you, it's like Phenom and Veno complaints, and people don't like me playing Void with stealth. Every Kingpin player for sure has contributed, so you've definitely contributed.
Phenom, Kingpin stealth, that combo was very...
Oopsie.
That was called out quite a lot.
Yeah, because it's just so easy.
Smiling.
It's just so easy is the problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
totally, and like you see the combo right in front of you, so you want to use it.
Right.
So I get it.
Right.
But yeah, so the thing I want to ask you, like, can you talk about like changes coming in the future? I think this is like a step in the right direction, but like, if it's like not too secret, talking about stealth changes, what are you guys planning?
So I mean, okay, well, let me. I don't think I want to, just because I want to see how these turn out.
That's fair.
Okay, like give us like a unbiased like experience.
What was that?
Like you're giving us like a time to just not be biased, like going in and testing it out.
Yeah, I think so, because like there's already so many. I think there's a lot of implications even with the sound pulses and the which we don't even talk about in the context of stealth, but like I think that's actually going to change a lot.
Right. It's
and
funny.
Then,
yeah.
And then in addition, the audio detection ranges for stealth, and then also the volume.
So this is what I love. I love taking what you guys give us and really fucking with you guys. Okay, so here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do with stealth.
I feel it.
I am going to, if I know the range of it, I'm going to step in and out of the range that activates like the sound effects on purpose to attack their mental stack, to fuck with them. And I will get two people to stealth in different locations to fuck with them multiple times, and it'll just tilt the fuck out of them. That's all I'm gonna do. Because I feel like what should have changed is the visual. You needed to be able to see the shimmer of like their ghost coming way closer. The volume, the sound effects, I think that's all good. But it can be abused. The visual effect, that one, at the very least, I know where they are, as opposed to just I can hear that they're there. Right?
Yeah,
knowing where they are versus hearing that they're there, so different.
Yeah, like when you see it, like when you know people are close by. And the second thing, I think like the icon, knowing that people like are nearby, like the visual will help a lot. But I think like the audio will help a lot, but the visual I think should also be more clear.
Yeah. I think so just to say it, I think any of the visual stuff that that is like more involved, that stuff I think we need to cook on a little bit more to make that work consistently across all of our stealth rules. Stealth is like, we need to clean it up. Like, we're cleaning it up right now, and that's why it's gonna take a little bit of time, but like at least wanted to make it not so like obviously painful for people. And this is like the clearest stuff that we could change like now.
Stealth is super polarizing.
Totally.
Less charitable players like myself and Tom will just like bitch all day. Like it's just it's
about stealth, you mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean both. I mean it makes sense. It can feel unfair. I mean, no one likes to die, but no one likes to die from something that they thought was bullshit, right? Even if it's not bullshit. I mean, if it feels like bullshit.
Okay, I mean, so I will say one thing, which is it's not. It is about visuals, and it's not like the next change. We're thinking about, already checked in, whatever. Testing. Is like what should break stealth?
Oh, I think the sight words breaking stealth is really nice. In general, I think shooting, like, you know how the ghost, the little shimmer, has like a trail of it. I think like hitting the trail should at least like do something. Not like like Hawkeye's ulti from Marvel. Like you get the little trail. Like hit the trail. Maybe you miss them, because if you don't have perfect tracking, you're not going to hit them dead on, because you saw where they were, right? Not where they are.
Right.
At least like if it takes enough damage, boom, it revealed, right? Like, hey, he got close enough, like.
You want it to be on the attacker side, being able to reveal it in some way.
Yes. I need the attacker to reveal.
Have some more generous, like. Yeah,
for sure. And stealth cloak, like, you can make it not mana gated and just make it a duration. Like, I need to pop it 5 seconds before I get into fight, which means that you have to anticipate them coming in, or you hit control and you see them ahead of time, and then you only get 5 seconds, which means you can't get out if you go in, right? Like, it's just so duration gating is important. Because mana can be kind of cheated a little bit with mana battery or meditation, or just having a big mana pool, right? And like you don't need your entire mana pool. You sink like 50% of it into mana cloak or stealth cloak, and then stun, kill someone, leave, right? You don't really care about that,
right?
So I think
the mana nerf was at least good. Like
it was good,
direction.
yeah.
Because like for example with KP, like I'm not like a mana user on KP, so at least like I can still stand still and be stealth, which I think is a fine thing. But like if I start moving, my mana will drain. So I have to be a lot smarter about how you stealth. So it's more about like getting the out of stealth more fair.
Right. There has to be risks, so that's not necessarily a attacker side. That's like more on like the guy attacking, not the defender. So I think a couple of those things together. There's so many different ways. I mean, I'll just leave it to you guys.
Yeah.
Actually, one thing I thought about that, I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was a thing before. I'm not sure if it's still a thing. Does still like when you use the vision, like the consumable vision thing, does it still stun stun people when you get him out of the stealth? Because that's also a thing before. Because like so people are so bad at using it, and I never meet people that use stealth because I am the one who has it all the time. But like, does it still stun or is that removed?
It doesn't stun. I've been sight reward. Okay. I've been revealed before.
I think that was a cool thing before when I thought about it right now.
That's good.
Like,
that's really cool.
That's good. Hey, you got caught, noob. You know, like you need to deactivate your stealth before the ward hits you, right? Like if you're a noob,
that will also give more value to the consumables, which I think some of them are lacking.
Yeah.
Like for example, the vision ward, like it's good,
cool.
But it will also incentivize people to use it. Because like the stealth pot is really bad. Like I think
the stealth pot is basically shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Its use cases are so like no.
So it's like on reveal, it stuns you.
Yeah, when you
like
get
if
revealed,
you hit on them, yeah.
Oh, if you hit them? No. Like you mean like the radius? The radius.
Yeah, the radius.
Yeah, because like it is funny you mentioned consumables. I think that's a big one. Like the consumables are actually really powerful when you use them properly. I see people...
And I still haven't seen the airstrike, by the way.
Yeah,
that was supposed to be a new consumer. I haven't seen it.
I think we're gonna hide that first.
Yeah, the funny part is like the circle nades are so fucking OP, but I see people who use them improperly. They throw them as if people are gonna stand in them, and they don't use them as forces. Prophet's Potion is probably the most broken consumable in the game, next to like
I love that
life. Super broken. What's funny is Ethereal Smoke shouldn't be used as a stealth thing. What it should be used is as a scouting mechanism, because it breaks stealth if someone's nearby, so you can tell if someone's nearby by using it, like in bushes and stuff. I'm not even kidding. It's the only reason you use it is to tell if someone's nearby, which is actually kind of like, I don't think that's like the intended purpose of it, but it's like the adaptation of it being so shit, right?
Yeah.
So that's
I think the Mana Cloak. Oh my gosh, Mana Cloak. Yeah.
I don't understand. We got top 3 with 12. Sorry, this guy's complaining about getting 0 points.
If you do it, there's gonna be more people that do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just fun. It's just fun.
I think it's good that you guys limit test and then find out, and then we can learn. You know, I think it's good.
It's good. Tom and I try everything. Yeah, that's a good part. And it's so unfortunate you guys split the servers. Tom, move here, please.
Come to Europe. Norway is nice. Come on,
bro. It's too cold. 18-hour nights.
You're from Canada. What the fuck?
Dude, I'm objectively closer to the equator than you. Okay, that's all I'm about to say.
Fair.
I think you guys need to play on each other's servers, and then you see who wins more games, and then
No, I'm too spoiled, bro. I'm an NA spoiled cheeseburger.
NA is the land of the free, so like I know it's.
Oh wow! What? Fuck! I gotta think of something. Fuck you. Damn, he had that ready. Dude, he had that ready, man. Come on.
Yeah,
that ready. What the hell?
Loaded, yeah, already loaded.
Bro.
Holy moly.
Damn. Okay. Map
the Europeans always know. They always got it.
They always talk.
We know what trash talk.
Audio scouting is obviously much harder. Blah blah. Yeah, this is. I talked to Isaac, the sound engineer, or one of the sound engineers, about the north-south issue, and he was telling me about like
how
the
headsets work, because that's like fucking real
thing, and like how like you like the human brain can tell if something's above.
Yep.
And like shooters, that's good, but like in a top-down game, it's like, is north above you, and like that's weird.
Right. Right.
And like it's. We're chatting about that, and they're trying to like figure out solutions for that for sure. And I was talking about like maybe some visual indicators, but opt-in visual indicators are like default advantages. So making them default,
like Fortnite.
Yeah, making them exactly. Actually,
like
I have
center,
that ring on. Because I don't even hear something. I see a footstep marker. I'm like, oh shit, like he's there.
Yeah.
HRTF, something like that. Yeah. And
I mean, we could do that. I don't know if like people.
And if you don't make them opt-in, if you make them default or opt-out, like. that's just too much to load onto someone properly, right? Because just so much shit happens in Battle Royale. So there's
and the people who use that information versus not, like, that's kind of like
right.
Yeah.
There's just so much load already. I hate sorting for like the worst among us, but that is also something that will affect even the best among us. It's like a little bit too much, and something that could be abused too, right? Like, hey, let's all spread out and then all make noise here while they fight. Like, we know that 2 teams are fighting. Let's just go make noise here for fun, right? Like, and you could already kind of do that, but clouding up the screen is not good. No, it's smart. It's really smart. You want to pull camps too, like left shift them with void and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, map pulses, I don't really have any opinions other than it's good that you guys are thinking about that.
Yeah.
Pulses are an interesting way of solving for like north-south as well.
That's why it's like, it's actually literally the current answer.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. I mean, at least the pulse can be changed in how like powerful it is. It can be focused on the mini map and not the,
because like the Fortnite version, like, what are you gonna do? Put it in the center of your map?
Yeah, you can't do that
because that's tough. And so you do it around your cursor. So like, let's try this one first and see how we feel. And if like people are like, oh, I'm struggling with it,
right, and then you're gonna get people like map modding for that kind of shit, and it's like,
yeah. I think this one's pretty clear.
Yeah. So yeah, that's good. Evo keys we kind of touched on. I like that you guys removed Replicator and Shuffler. I think I like them. Even if someone got Power Shuffler, I'd be like, yeah, let's take it off you, right? But like,
Power Shuffler definitely.
I get it. People, I mean, Venomous complained about everything under the sun, but it was kind of funny hearing him like every time. Oh, and they got Power Shuffler again, or oh, there's Blink. But like when we get it,
what we want to do is like we can bring it back, but like have it break on specific
just give you a single
like,
exotic.
We just haven't gotten to that yet, and like I just think that's probably.
I mean, it's already so strong, guaranteeing Air Blast, Bungee for everyone, like that kind of shit. But I like that, man. Like, you can make it.
I'd rather give the options and just make it. So that
just make it so everything has a 10-second cooldown, 20-second cooldown. You know, where you shuffle.
Exactly.
It's Wisp Bleed Out. This one's a huge one, actually. Dying 15.
It's like one line, but it actually means a big.
I didn't even realize it was 30 seconds actually, which makes me mad because it's like, yo,
so long.
Why am I not getting rezzed? Like,
dude, you have 30 seconds, dude, easy.
Yeah, so 15 seconds means that cremate hunters go up, myth anti, shrike, omegle. Cremation is not a power anymore. I'm not sure why. Maybe it was just too unfun, I guess, too uninteractive. It's not only non-interactive for the player using it, but also the one getting hit. I can see that
built into the hunter kits too. I think that feels more appropriate right now.
The bleed out. The good news is seconds is easy to change the number, 15 to 20. If it's too little, 20 to 22.
We literally tried I think everything variations. So like,
and it's all feeling, right? The problem is it's all feeling
totally
because you can't measure, like, you'd have to measure like 15 seconds of running. Like, that's different for every hunter, right? Like running and gliding, running and dashing, gliding, and
like for this, like what you just said around like, oh, like people were like I was just like waiting. I'm like, yeah, like again, put yourself in like the new player's shoes. Who's, like,
get me, man.
They're like a wisp. They're like sitting there and they're
it's even better if they die because they resurge, right? So
exactly. It's like get them into that state.
I think what could be really cool is certain hunters could have longer wisps or like tankier wisp. Like an oath wisp is just fucking fat. Like a fat oath wisp is it like, or like
funny.
Like, you know, wisp soul makes you fat. Like that could be that could be cute.
Wait.
Like, you know, like you know how the chunker rolls. Imagine a fat chunker just rolling, and you know how like when you're picking him up, he's kind of dangling. He's dangling, and he's kind of like doing a cute little. You know what I mean? Like that could be cute.
This variance is insane.
Yeah. I think like tankier, like KP, a bit bigger, fatter, chunkier dudes. Big wisp. So the range of stepping them is bigger.
How does that play out though? Like
I don't know. I mean,
wouldn't you get annoyed because you're maybe if it's longer, maybe it's easier to res. That's kind of funny.
It makes you easier to kill and easier to touch, I guess.
He's so fat that the enemy doesn't want to bother standing on him for so long to get him like bled out.
Well, you combo the bigger hitbox with a bigger HP bar during the wisp. You know what I mean? So like you can hit him easier, but like he takes way longer to step. Like so you execute now actually becomes like actually viable. You know what I mean? Like you actually want to fucking hold your EQ on someone. other than for the heal. But I just think Wisp is like it's a great system, but it could be looked at. Wisp Vacuum, that's why I love Wisp Vacuum.
There's so much space. There's so much space.
Exactly, like Wisp fighting back, right? We talk about giving the knife, right? You get a little shank as a Wisp, and you just kind of like stab them. It could be funny, like a chicken Realm Royale. There's so many random things that I think are cool. So I like that you guys are touching the Wisp timer here, thinking about it at least.
Okay, but on the theme of Wisp, and one very important thing, have you guys seen the feedback about having your Wisp in the loading or like in the main menu screen by your feet to showcase the one you're
That's
having?
cute.
Yeah.
That would be so cute.
The people want it.
The people want it.
I want it. Okay, I think what we need to do though is like as long as people are cool with, because like there's not that much space, you know, and like I want to make sure that you can also like appreciate your hunter, you know, in the lobby too, and like the skin. So like just making sure that like if everyone had their Wisp showing, that it's not covering like too much.
Maybe just at the foot. You know, just like a tiny.
Maybe it's like small enough, it's okay.
Yeah, like for example, I'm watching KP right now, like maybe between his legs, you know, like while he's standing. Yeah, but like with a specific pose he has with Glitch Wave.
Make it an opt-in, you know, like if you want to display your Wisp, you want to customize your shit, you know, show your rank.
Dude, I'm so.
I mean, I'm looking at it right now. My platform has some snow on it. Like, what if I wanted like a pile of shit? I don't know. Like I'm bad. Like you know, like a cartoon turd or something. Like I'm terrible.
So fucking funny though.
Like because you guys have all your gold platforms, it'd be fucking hilarious to have like I don't know, like a steak.
Like, a steak. It could be like anything, honestly.
Yeah, it could be anything. Like give us that. It could be fun little decals.
I would like a little waterfall.
It could be an object. It could be something. Yeah, like you earned.
It could have like
something.
This is great from Kyle. A mini platform for your Wisp that revolves around the big one. Yeah, like orbited. Whoa. Like it's so cute. It could be so cute. Like your little
Justin is beating the cartoon turd idea.
Oh. Yeah,
cartoon turd is crazy.
Beatty's kind of cute. He's so funny, dude. The little chonker, dude. They're so fat. Imagine this guy just sitting on the little. It's cute. I mean, it's not something that I cared that much about, but I care about it in the sense that like I recognize how much other people would like it.
Yeah, people like this kind of stuff too, and like it's fun. Like when you collect it over, it's like so collectible. I think that's like the fun part about it.
The best part is like when you play with someone who's got like nothing, they got like a bare platform, and then you're coming in with like legend rank, like all the fucking like you know
all your goodies.
I come from,
and then it makes them want to like get goodies too.
Yeah, so like way back in the day, people. I mean, I don't know if you guys know Gunbound, but like you could have like your back nice, right? Like you have like your background and shit moving on the screen while you're loading. Like that is pretty insane. Like imagine you're rank 1 and your platform is literally so big it takes up the entire screen and the others can't even see themselves. Like that'd just be so comical.
Don't even have to imagine.
So damn, that'd be so comical if it just zoomed out everyone else's and it's just you. Right, like just something because you walk into a lobby. I mean, Tom's gonna get a girlfriend like this dude. Chicks are gonna love it. And like, oh my god, his platform's so big. Whoa. You know what I mean? And like he's just walking around.
That's happening now.
Hold on, dude. I don't even know how to speak to girls. Come on, we can do this.
Yeah, you're right. You're fucking.
But with 10 wisps, who can stop you?
Dude, it'd be so funny. It'd be really fucking funny, actually.
Shit.
Even like
I love the idea of showing that stuff off, honestly. Like actually showing your collection in a way that's like
dual platforms I think could be cute. You know what I mean? Like I know this is so funny, dude. Maple Story has like the wedding rings or whatever. Like you buy that thing, you connect your platforms, you put your platforms together. Right, you and John can have like you know your Aluna, dude. I hate e-daters, but they're an untapped market for a lot of players. Right, like I said, for the call signs, right? His something, her something, right? You need those call signs right now. Actually,
Dunmere has been preaching about the e-dating for years. You know,
true.
Just one step closer every time.
And it's e-dating.
Yep. I hate it. I would probably hunt their characters down in game if I saw it, but it works, you know, it works. So. No shot they add his her call signs. Yo, I mean maybe. Like
they're saying they would buy it in a heartbeat.
They did like Skippity in Ohio, bro. Like
it's true.
So and like they did Riz.
Youch.
What Youch?
Youch? I really want Youch.
There's a Youch? Like I don't even know. Embry Ebb. Yeah, it'd be fun. I mean, these are all things that I'm sure you guys have thought of, but I just love shotgunning. Like, hey, write this down. Like,
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm like literally as we talked about. Like, I have the quest armor repair stuff. I have the freaking
the red key with the red boss.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing.
The red key.
Please pitch
for
that. Get
the
thoughts
quest,
on that.
the PvP quest reward.
Yeah, deterministic red key.
There was like a lot of cool ideas to like. Yeah,
I can hear like paper, dude. She's got like the notebook.
I literally wrote it down.
Let's go. That's good.
More soul ceremony. Both souls give you a pulse.
Soul ceremony. Yeah.
Just like playing around like where we can give information. I think it's a cool thing.
I think different mobs for the meter souls, like having them, not like we don't want like different WoW levels of like studying bosses, but like different stagger timings and stuff could be
like different encounters,
right. Like you don't want something where it's like, oh fuck, it's 20% and it popped like a random shit, we got a bad pattern. If you get it, like for example sniper mobs compared to the hammer mobs, like if you get unlucky and you get sniper mob and it just keeps backpedaling on you, like it's like, yo, come on, give me a stagger, bitch. Like it's annoying. You probably don't want that for bosses, but it could be a lot more interesting. Like, oh, this, like for example the final abyssal, when it's Quake, like I know Quake is like Touch of Life and like Orshan Omega, right? Like what's that mean? Like I look at Quake, I'm like, oh, this means I can team res, like different sort of events. Like imagine if every food soul was just a big guy making noodles. I don't know, like
That's sort of genius.
You like actually communicate.
You gotta
something
right. You know exactly what it does. Like Air Soul can like fly around almost like in Monster Hunter World, where it just, like annoys you and flies around. Like fuck, I can't get this mob. Like that sort of thing. If you show them up front what you're,
So the reason why, so we like, I want that, and like I think the thing we wanted to figure out first is which soul rewards did you guys like the most?
Yeah,
because then we focus on those first, and then that makes
I hecking love soup. Soup is the best soul.
You like fruit
really?
Soul?
Yes, soup soul or best soul.
I thought you guys were memeing on it for like the first 20 minutes.
It's pretty shit. I think it's pretty shit. Relative. No, hold on. Relative.
Okay.
Relative.
Now I'm curious.
Yeah.
I think it's the best soul in the game. It's infinite healing.
Hold on. You have to think of it, or at least I think of it in the context of everything else. It's like, what could I have gotten instead of Vive Soul, and also what are the risks attached to getting Vive Soul? I agree that like having it's good. It's actually good. But everything else just seems so much fucking better. Particularly Teleport Soul. Okay? Teleport Soul and Nightstalker Soul are hands down the most broken. Can we agree on that?
No.
Okay.
So
they're at least
I would say my counterpoint on yes.
Yeah.
The top three.
Top three. Okay, you think they're the top?
Yeah.
Okay.
Teleport, Nightstalker, Vive Soul, I think it's all top three.
Okay.
The reason why I don't think Teleport is that broken, I think it seems broken because people don't know how to play against it. But like, I think it's so fun again playing against Teleport because you can see where they're teleporting and they have no idea that they know that you're coming, basically. And I've done it so many times playing against, I see the teleport coming, I can just nuke them on spawn.
Okay.
And I think that's very easily counterable compared to Vive Soul.
Hold on. You think it's not as good because you're playing against players that are shit with it? I'm gonna assume this because when I TP, I don't TP anywhere close to anything. Like I don't even TP unless I'm confident, right? Like I'll hit a UAV or I'll see a res beacon and I'll TP to like the sides of it and I'll coordinate that. So I can see your argument how there's counterplay to it, but the problem is when a really good team gets Teleport Soul, I feel like there's almost nothing you can do in the mid game to ever get a res off ever. They will hunt you down. You'll never fucking get up ever again, by the way. And like in the late game, it can also help because it rotates. Although you're right, there is a distinct weakness. But that aside, I think we can kind of agree that at least it's like top three. Nightstalker Soul is fucking crazy as it stands right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's because of like it's broken, but it's gonna be nerfed.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
right.
Right. But the Vive Soul, I mean, I would say Vive Soul just because there's nothing else. Shrapnel Soul, it's nice to have.
Agreed.
Because it's just more damage, and Damage Soul is nice based on comp if you have like a poke or something, but it's not really. You know.
I figured you guys were gonna bring those up before.
No, Shrapnel and Damage suck big. Like Armor Soul is honestly
really
so good. Armor Soul is so good. I realize this now. because of how quickly it regenerates. I actually didn't notice it that often. XP Soul is not even that good. The reason why is because you don't get anything out of it until you get to level 10.
Right. Yeah. XP Soul, I think, is like everyone kind of has.
Air Soul conditional, and Vive Soul to me is conditional. Like, you're only getting value if you have to heal.
Interesting.
I don't really see a world where you're not. Like, if you,
so that's like the thing that you guys diverge on.
Right. You already get more effective healing from Vive Soul, but typically 2 pots will just heal you to full. If you'd have to prove that not only are you getting into situations where you can only pop 1 pot and not 2, and if you can already pop 1 pot, I would assume you're relatively safe, or you're just like, you'd have to show cases where like you're popping it really quickly, maybe over like Abyss, you do like the glide trick. And you'd also have to demonstrate that you're popping more than 3, which is the limit, right, for most players, for every player other than Vive. So the cases to prove that it's better, to me, it feels like a luxury, as in like you already get what it gives you. It just gives you like a little bit better, like a better version. That's why Teleport Soul gives you something new. Night Stalker gives you something new. Armor Soul gives you something that you could do for money or like at a cost, but it's like it forces you in location. But you get something basically new, which is free regen armor, right? Like over time while you're running, for example. Damage Soul, you can only do damage. Shrapnel Soul, you can kind of like you do that by hitting. It does give you something new, but it's not as valuable. Air Soul is like, to me, it's like Night Stalker Soul, Teleport Soul, tier 1, like Armor Soul, Air Soul, Vive Soul, all kind of similar. XP Soul, Shrapnel, and damage. Like after that, Fortnite Soul is in its own category. It's either the fucking craziest thing,
like the goat of the goats, or like useless.
Yeah. Fortnite Soul is like, you got the comfort.
I kind of love that there is one like that, though.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. No, I love that.
I like it.
So good. I think it's important to have shit like that. In fact, I wish all Souls were kind of like that.
Yeah,
like Air Soul.
It's like you're playing. Yeah, there's like variance in the outcome there, which I think is still cool.
Like the use case for Air Soul is like you can dash glide with confidence in a lot of cases, and like that's arguably an aggressive soul, but also people's habits start to not use it like that, and it's like, ooh, what's this for? Good for glider engine when you want to go glide out in the fucking storm and like I don't know. So I'd love to see like more interesting ones. Not that these, like, you guys have limited options for like what's like technically possible,
or even like what's working too. Like, how much do we want to make sure that it's about like the team's effort in winning versus it just like becoming about the soul? Like,
it has to like enhance
the Red Powers situation.
Yeah, that's your guys's like problem to solve, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought about an idea. Just shooting from the hip here.
I love it.
What about like a late game boss together with the major boss? Now the second boss is just a big abyssal that would just want to fight. Now it might sound random, but like it's just a big chunky dude that wants to fight all the time. And like if it's close by an enemy, you'll have to like kind of fight with it, or like it's annoying. Yeah, it'll kind of hunt you. But like you can counter it by fighting it and like pushing it away. You like scare it away, and they'll choose a new team. So it's not like you'll feel like it's annoying, like I just fucked, like I got unlucky because now it's fighting me. But you can also choose to fight it to send it into another direction.
And you've got and you can follow it. It's gonna be a UAV. Yeah, it's gonna be UAV for you, where like it'll go find another team for you.
Oh, would you make it give you vision? I mean,
or no, like it's essentially a UAV because it'll go hunt another team, and if it's not hunting you, it must be hunting another team. So you follow it.
That's true. Yeah.
It could be cool to have. Yeah, no, I like second. I just like random. Like
it's
events,
like the abyssal the abyssal thing is so cool. So like not only like having something that you gain something from, but like something that is like, oh, this is a big chunky dude abyssal that just fight you.
How about this, Tom? Big chunky dude, same thing. He just kind of spawns, and when you hit him, you get gold. Right? He shits out gold when you fight him.
Yeah,
so
it's like a
big
the golden abyssal.
Yeah. Then he'll give you up to 50k, bro. Like, damn. Okay, I wanna.
So you can actually buy the Nard heart from shop.
Yes. Make
oh my gosh, yeah.
And so then Fortnite Soul goes up in value. Yeah, you want to go Fortnite Soul into this guy, and then right, like
and then there's like a 2-step process at least.
I don't know if we want it to feel like Monster Hunter World, but I like the idea of a pool of abyssals, a pool of souls.
Yeah, like a larger pool than there is right now.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you could even do like a crazy like, oh, the storm shift has like warped the terrain, and so both meter souls combine into one big one, and you kill it, you get both.
Oh
like,
shit.
Tankier, and so now 10 teams are like, hello, okay, we gotta go, right? Like it shows us 2 souls initially, and then it like combines on like day 2,
and it spawns a circle that's double the size.
And then boom.
It could be interesting, like if a soul is not killed, like if somebody like they're fighting so much and the soul ends out of the zone, it kind of like does something else.
That's when it combines.
It could be. It could be
because
cool
like I've had games
kind of
like,
dynamic.
oh shit, nobody got the soul. It got us down. We got busy fighting. We're fighting like it's gone.
Right.
That's super interesting.
I mean, having the souls interact with the map is really cool. The fact that like you know how like Baron like changes the terrain and stuff.
Yes.
But like what if the heart in the center of the map, like it came out of the fucking heart, like it was an egg or something, and like a big boss, and it's like big event. But like if the zone ends near the heart, like maybe it could just be like a heart end game. Like you know, there's a chance that it just fucking explodes out of it. It's not a rest beacon anymore. It wants to fucking kill you, right? Like I pitched this to Bellas, Kyle, and Kevin, where I think cross country should just be the default for every
I want
game.
it so bad, but it's
right?
I mean, but I love cross country, but it's also one of those things where like new players they gotta
it's
like,
rough for them. You could I mean, good trial by fire. It's like, yo, the zone actually kills you. Like I think that comboed with these kind of dynamic bosses at the end that change terrain, that interact with terrain. Like, what if the cross country
the desire for more dynamism, I think, is like totally warranted. I think that's cool.
Without because these things occur later in the game, and you can't fuck with the early game too much. You can't like change too much because you don't want to overwhelm most people. You want some sort of consistency. I think it's
that's
important.
Why
even like a laning phase in League, like I think
that's why cross country. I mean, we could also update cross country a bit.
Right. I love cross country. I was telling them about a game I had where it went from Gridlock to Academy to the steps above to Fragile above, like, you know, like the breakable steps, like and then it went back to Academy. So like the red portal was like a spot to be in. It was so crazy.
Oh, dude, I'm so glad you said portals. I take this up every single time I talk with a dev. When are we getting unstable portals back?
Oh, it's like, oh shit!
I love unstable.
I remember
portals.
that where it would spawn and it would just be a random portal to somewhere. Dude,
I loved it so much.
It just seems like the right time, right? It just seems
like
the right. It's sounding like it's like kind of I don't know. It kind of.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what? It feels like the right time, but like not now, but like maybe in a month. You know.
It just seems. It seems.
No,
really
now, bro.
good.
Now, bro. The portal's in. Let's go. Or hey, hold on. I can't say this because it'll give it away, but just yes or no.
Oh my gosh.
Yes or no? That kind of, I feel like that sounds good. Right? Like
I think it's earlier. That's my prediction from what SafeLocked is saying.
I think Tom is warmer.
Okay.
But I also don't think it doesn't mean we can't do something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a theme. It's a theme, and it could be cool.
I think there's so much more in that space that would be
nice.
Really
that's good to hear. I mean, yeah, it's basically,
we've definitely talked about it.
This is the cook we need. Yeah.
Oh, you've talked about it. Okay.
We've talked about that
cook.
space.
Okay, little cook. Let's go. That's good.
See, if you just ask about something like,
do they just say yes?
Times they'll just like say yes.
Like, that's cool.
It's cool.
I mean, we talked about a couple things last night as well, like the which I forgot because I keep thinking back to like the 3 with Shant. The 3.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
That dude actually fell asleep. I want to meet this guy now.
Yeah, he woke up, no sorry, or sorry, my bad, and then
apology, and
right
then
back to
fell
sleep.
asleep.
Dude, where did he go? Like, we rest him.
My God.
I want to meet this man.
But
was shot, dude.
Yeah, I think my biggest pitch would just be like, cross country needs to be default. We need rotations. We need people to move.
So just make it at least like 1% more likely than the other storm shits.
Yeah, or make the default storm move more. I get so bored with like a circle, and then the new circle is within that circle. It's like, hey, there's no new territory. Like, move it, man, move it.
I think once we get to, I also want to like maybe update the storm so people are more aware of when it's moving too, because I think that's part of the problem with like when new players get caught and then they're like, oh, I'm in storm. Like I think they get more surprised than they are like, oh, like I'm supposed to move right now. You know,
it's
like,
really funny because every game you play, if you turn on UAV, the first storm when it moves in, it's like normal, right? Everyone's rotating. But the second storm, you'll notice everyone is on the edge.
Yeah,
and they're just fighting on the edge. And there's like one smart team that's like positioned in the center, and it's like you're just caught in like this crowd crush. And it's fun, but it's not tactically interesting at all. That's why scrims I like, a little bit more, because there are going to be some smart teams. But that's like a different thing. It's like, do we care if it's fun for people to fight in the crowd crush on the edge of storm? Then
I think if it's fun and they're like doing it, like there's some surprise, but it's like 50-50. I'm like more down for it. I think people are getting more caught out than they
honestly. I don't fully understand how and when it moves. Yeah, that's actually a thing. I thought it was tied to the day and night cycle, but it's not. I don't even know where to look. Sometimes I'm like, wait, I think it'll move. Hold on, wait.
It shows on the bar underneath your map.
Like you'll see the new circle when it turns daytime, and then in the daytime it will start moving.
Oh my god. Okay, there's a bar.
I didn't know Nidhogg was not a knower.
No, I just always stared at it anyway. You know what I mean? I read it by just looking at it.
It's vibes. He's looking at he's feeling the vibes.
Yeah. I was like, holy feeling the soil. I gotta go to the grass. Like, hold on, they're moving. Like the birds are migrating.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Like the tremors. I feel the plates. I gotta. Hold on, I gotta take a water sample. What's oh my god, the minerals. They mean something. So, wow, yeah. I mean, if I didn't know, and I'm like John Rotator. I'm John Position. I'm John Storm, right? Like
John Storm.
Like if I didn't know, what the fuck, like.
Right. I think we gotta like do something about that.
Yeah.
And then I'm down to like talk like cross country and all that crazy shit. Yeah.
Cross country. Yeah.
Because I love that stuff too, but we should make it like, because what I would want is like for more people to get just as excited as we are about we gotta
rotating
go.
And shit. Yeah.
Exactly.
I want to outposition them. Yeah. I mean, John Town was a fun discussion about like getting like the air blast and the suits.
Oh yeah,
wearing the suits. I need more zones like that. I need like a merchant's guild or something where like you have to have a certain amount of money to walk in, right? And then you can buy some shit, and it could be. I love the idea of like the biomes and the zones, and I like the fact that you guys
money gating biomes is also crazy.
It's a pretty interesting one.
That's pretty cool.
Like level gating, like a noobs guild. Like, oh, are you poverty
level
run?
Gating
are you a poverty run? Like, hey, come here, And then like the good players will camp right outside of the guild, and it's like,
whoa, that's insane.
Yeah,
an area you can only go.
Are you not at the level? Yeah, if you're not at the level cap. Right? If you're not at or above the level cap, like come in here, like just kill a couple of free mobs, right? Like here, take this.
A little hideout.
Yeah, then I'll wait in the bush outside. I'll wait for you.
Right, that's kind of sick.
I just like the idea of zones.
Yeah. There's so much we can play around with that too.
Shops. Because like you have like a desert.
Like a new area we're looking at right now.
In the bottom left, you just have like a desert. Like what the fuck? Like,
well, there's got to be places that are rich, and there's got to be places that are
right. No, of course, but like it's too. I mean, if
it's too poor.
I'm honestly just salty about the GeoGuessr and how many fucking rocks you have out there, and like nothing. But like you already have kind of like
they trolled
elements.
They trolled you with those rocks.
Man. I know they did, but like Enshrine's already kind of like a spot where it's like a merchant, like a desert, like Tatooine almost. It's like there's a place all the way out west with Coldfang and Chaos Steps. Like you just basically don't want to be on the west side of the map. It's like super boring.
But there's so much money in Fortress though.
But people don't even know what money is used for, and they die.
That's true. That's true. Like, which we also need to address.
I take that like
money.
That's where you get the gigantic boss to spawn. End circles in the desert. You get like a gigantic sand monster.
Yeah, I like extreme circles. I like extreme circles. Like, oh dude, shit, it's all the way in the southwest. Like we need like some of the floating island areas, maybe the Coldfang, places to defend, the sandworms. Like you got to be a little careful of, right? Void advantage. like these sorts of things, and like more high ground maybe. I don't know how new players feel about high ground and shit. It's very confusing to them.
That's a good question. Yeah.
I think it's gotten a lot better because at least they're not like there was so much running into walls like back way when, remember? Right. And then like now I don't really see that as much anymore. I see more like too. The elevation, like when you're gliding, what your elevation is.
Right. So people don't know about the. I teach them the release before ground level. I teach that all the time. And someone's like, oh shit, like that's a new one. But I think like faster traversal would be nice. I like the twisters, the general idea of like you technically go faster with like a glider out, and so things like that. I like the anomalies you guys teased to move faster. In combat, anomalies might be a little bit ass. I think anomalies should disable when there's like too many people nearby, and they should be used for traversal mostly. That might be, or like a cooldown on it or something. You can exit and they can.
Let's sleep. You're crazy. Yeah, I think disabling is interesting. I mean, I love your general idea of like gating certain zones or gating certain mechanics, and then like making it like really almost like curated. That's like pretty interesting. I think we could play around with that a lot.
Remember when I asked you about like what's your favorite biome to play in, and you're just you don't really get a difference in some biomes. I mean, for example,
right. We can push it way more.
Right, like Ion Acres is the place to fight with bushes, which ultimately becomes who's got Berry Eater. Right. But like Vanegrove is fun to fight. You got like some random steps, like random like heal plants and water. Really, really cool biome to fight in, because if you don't know how to play the terrain, you're actually just getting owned. In a lot of cases, that little corridor where like there's two high grounds between you, it's right underneath the Vanegrove boss. Like I see some people just walk past that and I just shoot them, and like they can't even see me. It's like that kind of stuff. Maze, what's it called now? Manicoils? I love that. I love the really structured, like it's just northeast southwest walls, like there's no like curves or anything. And I'm playing Ghost, I'm like wall sticking, right? Like that sort of thing I'd love to see more of. Without having to expand the map, I think you can just make places more rich, like centers.
We're probably gonna do both, is what I'll say.
Because you are expanding, because you teased in the video, like on the right side of Academy.
Yeah, it was so cool how it just appeared.
That was really cool.
Yeah, remember when like we were like, oh, maybe this might have been more internal, but like people are always been like, oh, like scuba isn't that valuable anymore. Well, maybe
it's only Mage Bog.
Scuba stocks just went up.
Good. Yeah, like random pools of water. Like I try to use the instant vibe in like the shitty water in like Wraith's Row. And like I guess it's like bad water or something. Like I don't get it. Like maybe you should have a status effect that said you're in water, or like make sure they know.
Oh, like actually tells you like as a persistent thing, so you know what what you're standing on.
Not just the splashing and the
actually that's a good idea.
Movement,
maybe
but
that
like
would help a lot.
You're in water like right now. Like
new ideas. Since you said like the random pools of water, have you guys talked about weather?
Oh, rain.
Like weather impact. Yeah. Like for example, as you say, like a rain day. Okay, there's
filling up a basin.
Now.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much of that. So like we've done rain stuff before. Visibility can get kind of annoying, like clarity while you're fighting.
Not like a visual, but like maybe general I guess you have to show visually,
you could abstract it and just be like, hey, it's a rainy day, and like because of that these gameplay effects are in play. That's kind of interesting.
Right. I guess you do need
like
visuals.
Persona it that way.
I just thought it'd be really cool because Jewel's a lightning character, but if you ever wrap around to another lightning character, like having them interact with,
imagine a thunderstorm and you can get hit by the thunder.
Like literally. Like, hold on, guys. Let me like
biome specific buff. Like
let's like wait for it to rain and then hold on, my power spike. It's just or like I actually pitched this like I
got spiked by the lightning.
a day and night cycle, like a vampire. Like you're stronger at night. You get like omnivamp at night, but like during day you get tankier. I don't know.
Did you guys ever play with that? Wait, Tom, did you? Oh, maybe not. Never mind. No.
What?
Under skills.
You elaborate?
Like in Warcraft, yeah. Wait, hold on. Leak?
No, nothing.
Leak,
no,
please?
it's
what are you talking about, say, for example?
Anyways.
She likes her job.
You definitely play around with Mother. Yeah, well, I mean, there's more to test. That's all I'll say.
I think it'd be cool. I mean, dude, how funny would it be, like in Gunbound, like you get wind, like your projectile slightly, oh shit, like it curved, like wind, like you gotta do the finger in the wind or whatever, like, oh, it's going west. Like we kind of
you
move.
mean like your projectiles curve?
Yeah, or like westerly winds. What is it in North America? We got like westerly winds. Like you go faster. Well, also with the rotation of Earth, you're flying, but like
yeah.
It's like we go slightly faster west. Like I don't know, anything to do with big broad mechanics that affect the map, I think are cool. Whether it's biomes like the tectonic plates breaking and then like separating into more of like the Skylands, right? We used to call them the Skylands.
Right.
Back when we did that Friday, the one with boats, like everything's just islands and like it's just boats.
Freaky Week.
Yeah, Freaky Week, right?
Oh my
like
God.
that sort of stuff in the mid game. God, that would be so cool because adapting on the fly, like right now, I won't say it's stale. There are a lot of mechanics, but the map and terrain play is relatively stale in how.
I think figuring out, that's why expanding in the map is like
right.
So there's two reasons why expanding the map is actually really helpful. One is like there's like new combat spaces that you can play around with, which is obviously like meant to address that. But then the other thing is like what we want to do is eventually like pull out the spaces on the outer rings and then make room for the inner rings so that we can like make a lot of adjustments.
What's that mean?
Like, you know how the like, so I mean like the biomes. So like the biomes, the way we think about it is like there's like the center biomes, like there's like, and then like there's like an inner ring of biomes around it, and then there's like an outer ring of biomes around it.
Heart,
like
ion
makes it easier to talk about. But like essentially, if you want to change any of the biomes in the inside, it's a lot harder because it affects all the
things
geo
that they're
around
surrounded
it.
by. Yeah, you can't change the heart for the most part.
Well, we can. It's just like it's like a pain in the butt.
Yeah, and you guys already did, right? When you made the glider ring section, like you expanded
100%,
a bit.
Like the moment we introduced gliding and spiking and abyss and all that stuff, like it was just like, okay, we gotta change and that was like crazy. But we're gonna do it again. Like I think we're gonna do it so that we can make space and like actually make a lot of those adjustments.
Okay,
so like I think it's just a matter of like
you're pulling out
which areas we want to do first. Yeah, so like I think stretching out like where Scavenger is going to help us do stuff inside.
Yeah, because right now you guys changed the storm circle such that people are more incentivized to fight because there's less real estate. But you're saying you want to add more real estate in. How would you address like the lobbies? Would you end up adding back in 12 teams as opposed to 10? There's a queue time issue, of course. But like, hold on. Assuming we have enough people to field lobbies, no queue time issues, and you have a bigger map, would you lean more towards 12 or like even more, or like still stay with 10?
I think the way that I wouldn't do it for all the reasons that we talked about right now, like where it's like if it's for map variance or for density or reasons, like I think we can solve density issues with circle as opposed to increasing player count right now. And I think the smaller circle has helped with increasing like what you see game to game. But we did expand the circle again, and that's why I'm like actually okay with expanding the map again, because then we can have space.
You can kind of because you can just tinker with it whenever you want, really.
Right. And then I think what we could do is actually just have the circle shrink faster if we want to.
Okay, you can spawn out. Too. Yeah, you can spawn out, but I think we can do
like a bunch of stuff to make it. Yeah.
But then people might say like, "Oh, I don't get that much time." It's like, well, happens. Go fast.
Yeah, but I think we can also tune like how much damage there is, or I don't know. There's like a bunch of things.
One damage is already like nothing. Yeah.
Right.
The 1, 2, 4, 8.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I have another thing to drop into.
Okay.
I
love that throughout the conversation. She's still working. She just to do that. Yeah.
Sometimes you just like gotta work, gotta be on the job.
Yeah. It's good. No, that's cool. No, we talked about so much more than the patch notes. I think this is so cool to hear the different ideas. I mean,
this is awesome.
I mean, right? Like Tom, you and I both know we've been playing so long. Like, dude, this game is not even. It's still the same. It's still Supervive, but it doesn't even look close to like what we had before. And what we had before was already fun. And then we extend that thinking outwards, and we think like, dude, what's it gonna look like 2 months from now when game has more shit, dude?
Yeah, because that's the main thing. Like, we are not here sitting like, oh, I wonder how this game will look in like a year. But like, cause so much shit is happening so quick. It's like, what is happening in 2 months?
Keep making shit, dude. Yeah. I love it. I mean, like even Icarus Glide and Magnetic or like ADS Vacuum, whatever, when it came out, dude, people were like, oh, it's terrible. I'm like, dude, it's cool. Like, shut up. Like, yeah, I won't pick it up, but it's cool. I could, like, right? I could. Being in the stream during work. Oh shit, is that you? Yeah, we got. I mean, this is a cool talk. I'm gonna be putting on the tube. It's great. You know, I'm gonna thank Jess when she's back. Jess Fireside, you know, but. Damn, dude, it's crazy to think that we're gonna have like people in the future are gonna have such a different game, and we're gonna look back and be like, dude, like how the fuck did I have fun back then? like, damn,
it is crazy how much to do.
Yeah, like there's just so much more shit I can do, dude. Remember when Academy got updated and like the visuals, like it actually looked good.
Oh.
Because it used to be red. Like it used to be gray boxes and shit, right? And then it's like, oh, it's okay, you know, right?
Like, probably one of the biggest like mind blowing moments when you like
I walked in
and you see the abyss is like glowing.
Yeah. The abyss at the
like
bottom.
magical.
When we played the focus test with the redacted. I walked in, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? Like, whoa! Like the art. Back then, dude, I have like footage from like way back then. It's so funny. I'm just. And I thought, people are like, "Oh, this game looks like a mobile game." I'm like, dude, so mobile games look good. Like, shut up.
Like, I was impressed by the game like 1.5 years ago, and like it still surprises me each day. Like, I thought like Freaky Week was awesome, you know.
Freaky Week,
all the shit you're doing.
You played the boat one, right? That's when they had the scopes.
Yes. Oh my god,
the scope. Do you remember the 8x scope, dude?
Yes.
What the fuck was that? we need that.
Was also the patch they introduced, Bibo.
Oh, wait, we can talk about that. Oh yeah. With the machine gun and the mines or whatever, right?
Yeah. Because like that was old Bibo. Like we could.
Yes. Old Bibo. If you guys don't know, it was just a penguin that jumped around and could jump like 4 times or something. What was it like? Literally 4 times.
No, I don't think he could flap. Could he do that?
No, he could jump 4 times or something. He could like hover.
He had like I think he
just had a submachine gun. He just and he dropped mines. Like, I remember playing, I'm like, what am I fucking looking at? Like,
and his baseball bat was like, what the fuck? I'm like getting whacked by a penguin with a baseball bat.
What's he doing right now, dude? What? Yeah, it was stupid. Old Stalker, old Jin was like, remember when he would like go invis in the stealth, like in the shadows? That was a cool so concept. Unique. That was like yo, fight him in the sun. Like he can't, like it's so. Dude, I wish I recorded like and showed like they obviously have footage, right? But God, it's good. Is cross country endgame you talked about on the tube as well? No, I didn't put that on the tube. We got 4th, so I didn't put it. I show my losses, bro. What the hell?
Yeah, can't lose, not possible.
Yeah, well, what the fuck? It was a cool endgame, but we didn't like fight that much, so.
Yeah, but like cross country end games is one of the best end games like ever.
It's
so
just,
creative,
it's just so fun. Right, especially when it just moves to somewhere random. Like, what the fuck? Where are we going? And I have to like read the map and like look. Like, what am I gonna deal with? Oh, Jelly Cube. Oh shit.
Yeah, like the Jelly Cube, Twister Blast, and Pocket Geyser.
Pocket Geyser, throw out a magic gun. Like a jump pad.
Yeah.
Wait, that's good because you can send someone up the moment they're about to do something, and they might jump, and you spike them. That's good.
Ooh, yeah. It takes a little bit time to activate, but it's interesting.
Yeah, do it around a corner then, right? Like, and then throw like a ghost ulti, and then maybe it spikes them in it. Twister that moves forward, blast enemies up. Oh wait, okay, Twister blast is literally so much better. You blast them up because you know how Felix, when he heat shields you, he pulls you into the air, and if you're hitting space, you spike. Yeah, it's like that kind of. It's gonna. I have to rebuy my glide. I have to start learning it. Emergency Penguin's funny, dude. I think they just wait. That's Bibo. Wait,
that is Bibo.
That is Bibo. That's old Bibo. These guys, man. These devs are so silly, dude. It's exactly what I would do. Just put in some stupid shit as temp.
What do you think about giving a Luna ult invincibility on one Wisp that they can't get executed, so you can still counter by going on the Luna, but not useless with just standing on the Wisp?
That means Luna needs to position in a way where she wouldn't normally be able to throw the thing, but like, she's like behind a wall and shit.
Mm.
I think, yo, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, it could be good.
I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. I don't like her level 3s. How like it's just like cooldown and shit.
Yeah,
I genuinely think like, yeah, they're kind of boring. They're just cooldown. Like left shift. I don't know. I feel like left shift could be like. I mean, you already reduced the cooldown. What could we do? Like maybe give him a shield on top of refunding half the cooldown and the lowering the healing cooldown. Luna's heal could be interesting.
Like I feel like the L shift needs to like play on the mobility because it's like such an integral part. So like shield wouldn't really do much.
Right.
But like say, what could be?
You can't do 2 charges. That's too crazy.
What if you get like a second charge on the mini dash, not the long dash though?
No.
Or that's like broken. Give shield to teammate when dashing through them for level 3. Okay, that's actually cool.
Bring back the old one. I mean, you could make like
the healing one.
You can leave like a trail of wind behind you, kind of like Zeph. Yeah, literally like Zeph's glider ring. His is different. It's a glider ring, which has different uses. This could just be like a trail of speed.
With the shield on teammates, you give like more incentivized to like play your dash as a like
you wanna use it. Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking about what you're saying about mobility. If I'm kind of agreeing, where it's like, well, mobility, maybe just like on you. I think the healing, maybe like bigger radius. Just do a bigger radius, like
just make it bigger.
Make it fucking
bigger,
huge,
better.
Dude. Huge, dude, huge. Like make it an actual fucking heal, dude. Like imagine an Luna just healing a whole team. Like you have to stack, you have to coordinate, and like it's like, yo, shit, they're like stacking, and like that's already a disadvantage because if you stack, like you're gonna get AoE'd right by something. Bigger radius, make them stack for it, like make it easier to stack. Sorry, that's good. I think that's good. Right click the root. The root kind of feels like out of place. I get why they have it because it's like she needs something.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I feel like her right click and her E could be combined to the same ability. So like either you root a target or you heal a teammate based on like who you hit. You know what I mean? And then that way it makes space for like an extra. We can Shinzao it, you combine things and you give them a new ability or like give her.
Also, like for example, RMB level 3 will be like you throw it out and it's also a heal, but you can't heal enemies.
It does both,
so like
right?
Yeah, so like combo you'll stun and then like
So if someone's on top of your teammate, jump on them because you rooted them, right? Like just combine it and give it 2 charges. Lower the duration of the root and lower the healing, but give it 2 charges so that you can, you can do like you reduce the effectiveness by half, but get times by 2. Hopefully it equals out. Like you either root 2 targets or like you heal, and then her third ability could be something completely different, not just the dash.
I like that.
It could be like put up a barrier, like just temporarily within a zone, kind of like Oath, but like a little shield bubble, that might like maybe like stop CC or something. Right, like block CC for teammates or herself. Just just make her powerful, make her strong, dude. Yeah, make her strong. Be good.
I like it.
And then her ulti, like that wisp cannot be killed, but if you get damaged beyond a certain threshold, like it's just not happening. And you can only res them to the health that you're at as a Luna, so you don't full heal them. Let's say you hit the Aluna and you don't quite knock her, you don't stun her, but you get her to like half HP. At least her targets, that she rezzed is gonna be half HP. Like, there's like, I just basically want her to be more micro intensive.
Yeah, sure. No, I agree with that. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, I mean, because she can't really be proactive right now.
Yeah.
She's just like, oh, I'm waiting for someone to die and pick him up. Lamel. Shooting my shots. Lamelka. Yeah. Celeste needs some changes? Yeah, Celeste needs a bunch of changes, man. Yeah, I mean, leave Hudson in the dirt. He's okay. He's good.
He can just stay where he is.
Stay right there. You're good. You're good. I don't know. I think everyone can be worked on. It's just a matter of like balancing, I guess. Jin's level 3s are kind of dookie.
Yeah.
They're a little bit dookie. But I think you can't touch him. I think if he's too strong, oh my god, he's very annoying. Yeah, I think he's good. Fireside chat was interesting. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're kind of like putting out the fire, I guess. Right now we're just chilling. I'm gonna play.
Putting
out
the fire.
Yeah.
What?
We were discussing a lot of cool things. Here I'm gonna give you the rundown for Aluna, the changes. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what we need.
Let's hear it.
Number 1, her healing, her Q, and her right click are combined into one ability, and it gets 2 charges. You can either choose to throw the projectile, and if it hits a teammate, it heals and does the zone, or if it hits a target, it roots with lesser effectiveness for both lower healing and lower root. But you have 2 now, right? So you can root into root if you need to, I guess.
Is this like a kit update situation?
Yes. So you combine them both, and then you create a third ability. And the third ability for me, the instead of the Q now becomes a tiny bubble around you, similar to like Oath Shield. It can be cracked, but it provides a CC immunity for the people within for like a moment, or like you don't even have to do that. Just some sort of bubble protects wisps and sucks wisps towards you as well. Maybe a tiny bubble, and her ulti also makes it so that the wisp that you're targeting cannot be killed. You can be killed as a Luna, and maybe you can be stunned.
How did you guys get here? When did we start talking about?
Hey, you're an Luna player. You like this. You like this, okay?
I do love it.
So the ulti makes it invincible, and then you can only res the wisp to the HP that you're currently at. So hitting the Luna.
Because you're looking for more depth in a Luna. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a pocket of Luna, Loki. Right, like
Yeah.
but
pocket of Luna.
Yeah. Box would be really happy. So I can go play Brawl and make like a highlight, get 50k, get my red armor,
Oh my gosh.
But no. The purpose would be to make it so that she can be a lot more proactive, and she has to think more about her abilities, and she can like actively do shit instead of reacting to things happening.
Wait, so what's the proactive part you wanted to add to her?
Having the extra right clicks, right? You got to be fishing for that more, and you have to put out your shield actively to like block things if you want to, right? So she can actually be a protector, and her ultimate isn't just like, hey, step on the wisp.
She's pretty effective right now, though.
Yeah,
is she though?
She is.
I look at Aluna's and I'm like, Lamau, Power Shard, right?
Lamau.
Power Shard.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you picked up your wisp? Ah, that's funny. I'll just hit you. Lol. Right? You're 30% slow. Lol.
It might also be the matchups that you're playing against too.
I think
you think it just in general, when whoever you're playing, you feel that way about Luna?
I think she's like
okay.
Such a trash can. like I see Luna spamming the auto without empowering.
That's so funny.
And it's like, oh, you can't hit me, lol.
Dude, people are crushing on Luna right now.
What?
It's interesting.
What?
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Where?
It's true.
Who?
Maybe not where you guys are at. I mean,
why?
That might be one of those things, right? So like, you know, again, we got to think about like the other players, right? Like their scene is different than yours, so you got to if people are getting crushed by like other hunters, we got to be careful.
But just like step on.
I hear you on the like you want. So you're like, I want more proactivity.
Yeah. Luna's near the top across all MMRs. Hold on. Only one MMR matters is the issue.
Get out! Buddy, you just talked about how you care about these new players.
I do. But I like.
Yeah.
But like see, I'm mostly saying this because I want it to be more micro intensive, and I want to play her. I want to have fun with her. When I play her, I'm like, dude, I'm like,
we should just make one for you. Like we should make a hunter that is more.
So like it's like a Luna, but like. Another
that should just be a new character.
Yeah, just like like her bunny sister or something could be pink, right? Like Maluna
or something edgy. I don't know. It doesn't have to be a bunny.
Yeah,
we can do all sorts of shit.
Do a squirrel.
Huh?
Squirrel. Apparently, there's a squirrel.
A squirrel.
Yeah. Tom just telling me about like a fan made squirrel.
Yeah. Did you not see the squirrel by the community hunter concept thing?
No.
It's by it's by Go. Wait, I can send it to you. I have it.
Okay.
Yeah, like I thought about my own custom thing, and they asked me what kind of hunter I want. I want like an invoker from Dota, or like Hui from League.
Oh, that's
but
so
like
you.
more Invoker than Hui. Hui is easy mode, right? Like you just press 2 buttons. But like Invoker, you know, you gotta remember it's like what Wex, Exort, and like the other one, and like just give me that. Like let me use half my keyboard. I wanna. Like for the first time, you might have a hunter that legitimately has like 6 buttons. Like, dude, let me do that.
Right. That's what you want. That's like, yeah. I think that needs to be a different. I want to feel
like I'm
like,
a Lelouch,
thing.
You know, like,
yeah,
you can go
we
to
should just
this
make
one.
more hunters, and then one of them should be like. It's funny because we actually talked about Invoker.
Yeah, like nice. Yeah, like no, like don't give me an ulti. Just ulti is my button to like cast, I guess, or like let me rebind. Let me do individual binds and like.
Wait, I'm looking at this now.
Right, like bam.
Yeah, so like you can skip to Goat and J at 122.
122. Right. Okay.
Literally just copy J with a squirrel. Man. Sunstrike fun, you know, like it's just. Invoker is hard to pull off in Supervive.
Goat plus J. Ship this. Am not biased. Okay. I see the section.
I'm sure Invoker is hard to pull off in Supervive, but like, who cares?
Oh, Kyle and Jamo were in here. Oh, you guys have heard about this this squirrel.
Imagine a Tinker character. Dude, imagine a Meepo. Like an actual RTS experience.
We've talked about a bunch of
things. Talked about Meepo? Nice.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not even worth getting good at Meepo in a lot of cases, because it's just too much. Like, kind of like Jin, right? Like, if I had to... Not worth at my age, but Invoker, I could... Yeah.
You spawn a log?
Because all hunters are designed to be pseudo self-reliant.
Well, I like they even made this in Apex.
Well, he could just do everything, but like not as well. Right? You could argue that that's self-reliant, but have you seen Brawl, dude? Like, in order for me to dash, I have to hit 3 buttons, and he just has to do 1. Like, good, let me do that. Like, I will. Yeah, give me a shield. Okay, Jess, we need a shield, damage, CC. We need a TP ability, mobility, healing, res on death, summon wall, break the wall, remake that.
Dude,
wall.
You're going to be called the Overload Kits person next. If you keep this.
I like JMO.
You know what I'm saying?
I like JMO. JMO is my guy.
JMO will deliver for sure. Yeah. JMO literally,
Bleach made like Bishop. A little bit of Kingpin, Zephyrina, it's okay.
But I mean, Kyle has some crazy stuff too. Talich has some crazy stuff.
But too. I need to see more. I need to see more out of Kyle. Like Kyle, like you could really impress me, you know, and make an Invoker like right now, like actually right now, you know, like please, like.
Talich has some stuff that he has.
He's a busy man. I know you're so busy working on Invoker. I love it. Literally, I love it. He's too busy. Invoker's taking too long.
I mean, this is. I think the cool thing about both Talich and Javo is that they are thinking about characters and the systems, and so they can make more compelling characters also.
That's awesome.
Like, it feeds into each other.
But would I be right?
That works really well with the sandbox.
Would I be right in saying that if they were to only focus on the hunter, they could work faster? Would that be correct?
They could, which we've talked about, but I think it's probably... I think we can get to a point where... I mean, this pace is already kind of people focusing more on that kind of stuff. So,
so when is Invoker? I'm stuck on this now because I'm thinking about it now. I'm thinking about it now, and I'm like, oh my god, that'd be so fun. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
I want you to see some of the new stuff that's coming. You haven't seen everything.
I've seen, but like Loki, I'm very excited for some hunters. But the moment I kind of like, it's kind of like the burden of knowledge now, dude. Like ignorance is bliss. Like I'm thinking Invoker here. I'm like, shit. Like I'm bored. Like, oh no.
Now you
like Hui doesn't cut it.
There's a ton. There's a ton. There's gonna be a ton. I think there's a lot of opportunities for us to go. I think that's why it's good also for us to increase the cadence.
Yeah.
Because then we can serve a lot more of the like different types of what people want.
It's because
there should be crowd pleasers for sure, right? And then there can be invokers also.
Yeah, I mean, a long time ago. I mean, this is my history, right? Where before League Legends and like everything, Dota even. I played Aeon of Storms. It was like a custom mode in StarCraft. There was a character called Mar, and Mar was Invoker. He was basically Invoker, like, but for StarCraft, and I was like 12 or 13, and I was like. People wonder why I have high APM. I played Tetris, played League, and all these other random games that like required you to just input so much. And I come from that history of like, dude, I love that. Actually, let me hit everything. Actually, And I also watched Code Geass and watching Lelouch like do that shit with the
Wow.
Shinkai. I was like, oh, like he just looks so cool. Like he's just boom, defend here, boom, 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 do everything. Like that's so sick. Gonna get dinner? Gotcha. Yeah. Fuel up. Get the brain juices going for.
Yeah, this will be lonely, but I need to sleep soon.
Thanks.
It's getting late for me.
Oh, that's true. It's time, dude.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Tom. Yeah, we can end it if.
You guys can keep it going, of course, but I gotta go get some sleep.
I think this is a good cutoff time so that people can get back into games. But I think this was good. Like I think we should totally do this as we do the next patch too. Right. I think we can do this, and then it just gives us a good opportunity to even like I don't know like tease some stuff too. So I think it's fine.
I liked some of the teasers again.
Yeah. Yes. I think it's fun.
That's good. But good chat. Thank you so much for sharing, and I appreciate you as always, both of you. Rank 1, Supervive, and Jess Fireside.
Actually, rank 1. You're still rank 1, right?
Oh, we got him. Wake up rank 1 tomorrow.
We got him some points yesterday. Oh, dude, this Asian guy is just sending it.
Yeah, no, but like Height is gonna capture me. Like Height is gaming now. He's probably gonna be number 1 when I wake up.
That's cheating.
Yeah,
force stacking is cheating, bro.
I'm mostly just solo duo queue, so
yeah. Thank you, Tom.
But I'll have to beat him tomorrow.
I mean, you can do it.
I'll go hunt him down, bro. I'll literally go hunt him down. I'll hunt my boy down for you.
Appreciate it. But this has been lovely. Thank you so much for a great chat, and I'll be catching you guys around.
Likewise.
Bye bye.
Catch
Good
you guys
night.
in a bit.
All right. Peace, guys.
Yeah.